All right, let's get to it. Let me just refresh Twitch. All right, we're good to go. Cool. All right. So if you are watching the VOD after the fact, welcome. We are doing our second stream of our max difficulty. Losing is fun playthrough. I kind of just wanted to see how far we would get. We surprisingly made it through the first stream. I don't know how we did that. We lost one person, Fish. Um, he was a pretty good colonist, so it stinks losing him. But yeah, it's not too bad. Everybody's ready to have a break, a mental break. So I think that's going to be a common theme for a little bit. I know bennyblank is depressive, so he constantly has a negative 12 debuff. Person or random guy, how's it going? Thank you for joining us stream. Yeah, we're playing max difficulty for the first time. Usually I play on the easiest settings because I like the colony building aspect of Rimworld, but we're trying for the first time really hard settings, so we'll see how it goes. The raids aren't as bad as I thought, but the repercussions from the raids afterwards are pretty bad. For example, our colonist in the last stream, Fish, lost his leg in a battle, but we healed him up, and I thought it would be good to put a peg leg on him, just because it's better than nothing. At least it gives you some movement speed. And when Pat was putting the peg leg on, he failed the surgery and killed Fish. So yeah, there's that. So we're trying to not minimize those situations as much as possible, but yeah, it's the hardest difficulty. So I've given myself a decent map where there's only a couple areas where they can raiders can come in, unless they drop pod, of course. But right now we really have to focus on defenses. So we'll see what we can do with that. I've started putting this nutrient paste grinder here, so that we can, if all goes to crap and we lose a cook and we can't, get a bunch of meals pumped out, then at least we have something to fall back on, some sort of supply of nutrient paste, which gives a debuff for eating it, but it's certainly better than nothing. Rimworld looks good, you might buy it. Honestly, it's my favorite game ever. Like, Project Zomboid's awesome. Factorio is great. Those are my two other main games, but Rimworld I always come back to. Every playthrough is different, especially when you start off. It takes a few playthroughs to get the hang of what's going on, what you need to do. But it's like if you ever played The Sims growing up or whenever, it's like that, but way more survival, way more that you can do, and the mod community is just as good as Project Zomboid's mod community, where you can focus a playthrough on a single mod that you add. Really, there's like medieval overhaul mods if you want to focus on medieval stuff. You can focus on a whole bunch of other stuff, and you can see some streamers and they have like fantasy dragons and stuff. I try to keep it mostly vanilla, aside from like the DLCs. Um, but yeah, there's a lot to do in RimWorld, and I absolutely love it. Every game's different, and I like streaming it because now it forces me to go into the end game and try different challenges, and just see how it goes. Where normally I wouldn't do that because I have the most fun just trying to build up a colony and make it as efficient as possible. But with extra challenges, it forces me to do things differently than how I normally do it. All right, we have an animal transport pod crash. Let's see what it is. It's a Arctic wolf, which honestly might be good if we can heal it up and teach it how to attack and stuff. It could just be extra fodder. So let's try to get it. It's bleeding out in 10 hours, so let's put a couple more animal sleeping spots here. And I think Benny is our animal trainer. Cduffo is our rescue. And hopefully it joins us. I don't know if by default when you rescue an animal, if it joins you automatically or if you still have to like tame it. But we'll see. Um, there are some predators that we have to watch out for, rhinos and stuff. There are some donkeys that we could hunt. And I forgot that we can be cannibals as well. So when we get raided by humans, we can butcher them. I don't know if we still get that like debuff from butchering them, but we can at least eat human meat without any repercussions, without any negative moods from that. It is nice seeing a couple of our colonists get out of that mental break area. I'm trying to reduce as much as possible everything that's pissing our people off. So yeah, we'll see. I think Pat is our construction person, but he's busy right now planting. I expanded some of the crops a little bit because this higher difficulty, I didn't know that like the crop yields are worse and the mining yields are worse and medical chances are worse, and it really depends on the type of medicine that you use. So I made sure to put all of our colonists on herbal medicine, and unless they have like an infection or something critical, that's only when we're going to use our better medicine. I've never really had to micromanage that before, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. In person, if we recruit this this wolf, then I think we know what to name it. Who to name it after. So hopefully we can tame this wolf. Let's see if Benny. I don't think he can do anything with the wolf right now. But we at least tended the wolf. Has pretty decent blood loss. Pat is pretty pissed off because of fish dying. So once people get over fish dying in 2.1 days for Pat, I think cduffo was longer because fish was cduffo's best friend. Yeah, cduffo's in shambles because fish died. But the first debuff of that ends in 2.1 days, and then he still is going to have to go 12 days with a negative 18 mood. Pat, welcome. You're mad even though it was yeah, you know it happens. You can't rescue the animal, don't join. All right, we can still try to tame it, but it's going to be chilling in our base now because it's inside. I think we need meat. Does it? I thought it ate vegetables as well. Meat, raw corpses, meals. Okay, so it actually might be difficult to maintain this wolf at our base, but I think there's a muffalo. Spoils in 13 hours. If we can get, who's our cook? I think it's Benny. If we can get Benny to, hopefully Benny doesn't break trying to do this. Missing one corpse. Really? Should be able to haul. Okay, Fish is hauling that. That's fine. Fish is walking pretty slow though. That's because he has a smoke leaf dependence. He's moving us down. Might have to like force him to smoke. But also, why are there so many versions of the game? There's not too many versions of the game. There's 1.6 is the most recent. That came with the Odyssey DLC. There's just a ton of mods, easy to install, super easy to install, pretty fleshed out mods that really have no issues with, unless you're trying to do something super like complex with a ton of different mods. There's people with 200 mods. I probably have like 25 that I use maybe. A lot of them are vanilla expanded. If you're just trying to dip your toes into your first mods of the game, all the vanilla expanded mods are pretty good, and they're made to not be like super OP. Some mods that you get like change everything dramatically, which is fine, but that's what you want to do. This muffalo is going to spoil in 8 hours, so let's make sure we butcher it. That way we have meat so we can try to tame the wolf. Try to recruit it. I kind of don't want an animal that eats only meat because we're gonna be turning all our meat into fine meals and that kind of thing. But we can see. We can let our wolf loose and can attack other animals maybe. So we'll see. But Benny is really good at taming, so hopefully we tame it first try. 14%. Oh Jesus. Okay. So that did not go well. We are gonna start shooting. Let's retreat these guys a tiny bit. cduffo our melee guy, so let's have him come out here. And sorry, person, we were gonna name this wolf after you, but I don't think this is gonna work. We'll have to wait for the next colonist or next animal to come through. But hey, we got some more meat. It was a good effort. It was worthwhile trying, but yeah, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. But we still have our mole. We have Skeet 3PO the mole. Yeah, I am worried about crops. This is a tile on the map that you can grow 50 out of the 60 days a year. So I'm not too concerned about losing all our crops during the winter, but if we get a cold snap and it does wipe out all our crops, then we'll at least have some fungus, which our people absolutely love, since we're like tunneler people. Um, so at least we can revert to some fungus. I think we just got our first batch of it, making some meals with it. I gotta set our animals to be on the animal zone so they don't eat our meals. That was a problem that we were having. I'd rather them eat the raw resources instead of the made meals. You're watching while you're playing ETS 2? ETS? What is ETS? Am I just blanking out on that? But yeah, our main goal for this stream is obviously to survive, but I think as our wealth goes up, the raids and dangerous things that happen to us are gonna scale pretty quickly. So we're gonna have to focus on some defenses. I want to maybe put a wall here for now, so at least it forces them to go one way instead of two ways. I don't want to. I want to try to minimize like splitting up our forces. So that might be something that we do right away, actually, because that would be smart. Let's get a wall here. And we do have a little bit of granite, so I want to use granite because it is a stronger material. Just wall this off too, so it, they have to go in the water to get around it, which will slow them down, which probably means that they'll go this way instead. So we'll try that, see how that goes. Euro Truck Simulator 2, it's a good game. You recommend it? Do you like take on contracts in that game and deliver and like upgrade stuff? Let's go on the back roads. I imagine it's probably pretty realistic, right? Hopefully, we gotta pay attention if our animals are starving. Tattered apparel. I'm gonna try to build a tailoring bench because our people are gonna take a beating, ruin their clothes a bit. It is good that we have some potatoes. We have a bunch of food coming in now. We are gonna have to expand our shelves a little bit, and this is all looking pretty bad, but it is what it is for now. Let's link the settings together so they all share the same stockpile settings. Fish came in as a refugee. He's here for 19 days total. Yeah, he will depart in 4.3 days, so it'll be really bad to lose fish. What we could do is maybe if he decides to leave and not join us at the end of his time here, then we could arrest him and force him to be part of us eventually. I'd like to convert him to our religion first. We do need all the manpower we can get, so I might do that. It's not the nicest thing to do, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? We do need a bit more wood. It is throwing me off not getting as much wood from trees and stuff. We already decimated a lot of the trees. So let's just cut some of these trees as well. I would like Pat to do some construction, but we'll see what happens. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. I usually play on the lowest settings possible, and now we're playing on commitment mode, so we can't save scum and go back to a previous save. We're doing Randy, and we're doing losing is fun difficulty. So we survived one stream so far, one like 2-hour 20-minute stream. Let me see statistics. Yeah, this is our 3rd hour playing this, so we're doing okay. We lost one colonist. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, let's speed up time a bit more. I just want stuff to get done. Benny's doing some cooking. I think these meals have fungus in them. Not fungus. Yeah, fungus. Yeah, nutrifungus. So potatoes, rice, berries. So not those ones. Maybe these ones. Muffalo meat, raw fungus. Yeah. So if our people eat that, then they should be 8 cooked fungus. They get a 3 mood gain from that because our people like fungus. So it's not much, but from a simple meal, +3 is almost as good as a fine meal. So that's something that we want to try to keep. Food poisoning still runs rampant. I should get like sterile floor tiles and try to increase the cleanliness of the room. It should be mostly fine, but yeah, it is what it is for now, I guess. Benny only has almost level 6 cooking, which isn't great, but it's not awful. We do just have a dead wolf body here, so let's prioritize butchering that so it doesn't go bad. And then that meat will go into our freezer, and we can make some. Actually, we can't even make fine meals from that. What are we doing with all our meat? I hope we aren't making fine meals with it, or simple meals with it. All right, I'm gonna turn off meat for our simple meals, just so we aren't wasting it. Once we finally can make. Okay, so fish number 2 is turning against us, which I guess works, because now we don't have to feel bad about taking him prisoner. I would like to not kill him, so I'm going to have cduffo melee him. We made sure to take off of second fish's any melee weapons that he had. He does have shooting level 8, but he doesn't have a gun right now, so we should be able to... Wow, Pat, you're missing every single shot. I'd like cduffo to melee him. cduffo does have a sword. I'm going to have Pat run around a little bit because I don't want anybody getting hurt unnecessarily. Hopefully Pat doesn't... Okay, perfect. We downed him. That's exactly what we wanted without anybody getting hurt. Wow, it's about time something goes right. I did think ahead a little bit and walled this off so we could turn it into a little bit of a prison. It's the worst prison ever, but yeah, it'll work. And while second fish is our prisoner, he can get over his smoke leaf dependency. He needs 7.7 days to recover. We also want to reduce resistance, get his resistance down to 0, and then we can recruit him. I don't want to check off recruit right away because we might want to finish off converting him, or we might want to just wait until his withdrawal from the smoke leaf is done. But yeah, yep, that's good. Pat, you didn't take any damage. That is ideal. I definitely don't want you getting hurt. You already got hurt with your leg and arm. I think those are previous injuries, right? Everybody else was fine for the most part, yeah. Well, I guess the original fish is not fine anymore, but like you say, that's life. It is what it is. So cduffo healing second fish right now. Pat, let me know if you have any ideas on what we should do. I know you don't necessarily know the game that well, but if you're like, oh, let's make a monument dedicated to the original fish, or let's, focus on defense or whatever, let me know your thoughts too. If it's a good idea, I'll do it. Even if it's a bad idea, I still might do it. Just trying to have some fun as long as we are surviving. Benny is not doing great. Intense pain, which is from food poisoning, so that'll go away. Using despised weapon. I really don't know why they don't like using this weapon, but okay, this wolf is gonna spoil in 22 hours, so I'm glad that we're chopping it. I think our butchering of the wolf got interrupted by second fish. Going a little haywire. So Pat, you are gonna be our warden, which you're really the highest social skill we have. Okay. You want your wardens to be the highest social skill people. And since our mole doesn't have anything to do, we'll give him something to do. At least I wanted to do a test and see if this mountain was like solid. You see this light green here? That means that the roof is like a light roof where you can still get like mortar shells coming in and drop pod raids coming in like into your base. And this darker green is like prevents all that. So ideally we want our whole base to be all this dark green. If we run into any bit of light green, then we want to stay away from that. So I just did some a test mining tunnel just to make sure that if we expand this way, we should be pretty good in terms of keeping everything under the mountain. You have no idea, I tried to run one yesterday and got nothing done. It was bad. Alright, so fish is healed. His left thumb got destroyed, but that's not awful. We have a bunch of... Oh. Pocket. Weapon is not honorable, then drop the weapon. Dig to the center of the mountain. Oh, okay. Welcome to the stream. Drop the weapon. No. So we might have to, if we can't use long range weapons because our ideology forbids it, which I don't even know where to find that. I usually don't mess around with ideology because it's, oh, no noble, short shots, despise, long shots. Are you kidding me? That actually sucks because usually I use assault rifles. Assault rifles are the all around like good go-to. If we can't use those, then I guess we're using heavy SMGs. I don't know. I hope that's still considered short range. Can we click into that and see what that actually affects? No. Oh, okay, yeah. Noble. So we probably get a mood buff from using machine pistols, pump shotguns, chain shotgun. Okay, we can use at least heavy SMGs. But needle launcher, unique sniper. Okay, so we still might be able to use assault rifles. It might not be noble and it might not be despised. So victory by noble weapon +3. Oh, we can use that. Use despised weapon -5. Wielding despised weapon. So we really should take Benny off of the assault rifle or the bolt action. We have quests. Okay, that's just one of the normal ones. Second fish's spirit has broken as a result. He was forced to question everything. He decided that his belief no longer made any sense. He now believes in the pack. That's our religion. No, it's not our religion. Alright, well, we're still gonna have... Are we gonna have to reconvert him? Yeah, I think we are. Kind of stuck with shotguns. We can do better than shotguns. Heavy SMGs still have decent range. cduffo, what's going on? We just found out that we can't use long-range weapons because it's against our religion. Damn, I just starve them until they snap. Yeah, Pocket, I don't know if you play on losing is fun. This is my first time doing so. Usually I just play on the easiest settings. I have 1800 hours on the easiest settings. Let's pick it up to double speed. So it is a bit different. I'm not used to the different yields from crops and mining and all that at all. We did lose one of our original colonists because they lost a leg. Then they healed up, and then Pat tried to install a peg leg on him because I figured that's better than nothing. At least a little bit of a boost to movement speed. And that colonist died from that surgery. So I'm gonna have to be way more careful. I reserved all our good medicine for when we actually need it, when people have infections and stuff, and subjected everybody to just herbal medicine for now. Planting way more herbal medicine than I usually plant because I have a feeling we're gonna need it. Pawn abilities matter heavily in this mode. Same with the cheesing of certain aspects. You're on the right track so far. Nice. How many hours do you have in the game? What mods are your favorite? I really, in my last playthrough, I've used the Grav Ship Expanded mod, which changes Grav Ships a bit. Somebody's... Okay, cduff was just having a joint. That's fine. He's still getting over losing fish for another 9 days and -18 mood debuff. So yeah, you can do a little smoking and some research. I'm sure the machining that we researched will come out a little janky from that, but that's okay. About 800, nice. Mostly run vanilla like a psychopath. Vanilla's fine. The one thing I hate about vanilla are the shelves. You just have an entire like 10 by 30 room filled with shelves at some point. So that's one thing I will always use now is just better shelves. Some of the shelves from this mod are kind of cheap. Like there's a cargo industrial storage. Yeah, cargo container which holds like 134 stacks of items, which is a little cheap, but at the same time I don't care too much. It's not gonna break the game. It's a Costco warehouse. Yeah, basically everything on bulk discount. They're being dramatic over fish. Wasn't all that. I mean, fish wasn't bad. Let's see, bio. It wasn't bad. Like passion and construction, I'll take any day of the week. Same with crafting, same with intellectual. Animals, I can toss that up. I don't really care too much about animals. Having one person eventually is good. Benny is pissed off. All right, should we put like a revolver on Benny? Where's our revolver at? I haven't gotten to the point where I made a dedicated like armory, but yeah, let's have you equip. Oh, you also have food poisoning, so that doesn't help. But at least having a revolver will take away some of your debuffs. Slept in the cold. Oh, it's fall time. Okay, we're gonna have to start doing stuff about heat. Sorry if I don't read chat right away, because I could pause it, but I want to keep it at least a little entertaining. Log boil. Log boil is gonna be hard to maintain, honestly. I don't want to use like the vanilla heaters, because it's kind of cheap, but maybe we rely on our solar heater for a little bit and call that good enough. Put a couple of those down. I don't think Pat is doing any construction. Who else can do construction? cduffo can. So let's reprioritize that. cduffo is down. What? Food poisoning. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. We're just down a person. On that infestation room for a mountain base. I honestly have never made an infestation room. I know that you can cheese it so they only have one spot to spawn. Is that like any room that doesn't have a floor? How do you control for that? And this is our second stream of this playthrough, so it's honestly going better than I thought it would. But there's a bunch of things I have to get used to, and I know once our wealth starts getting up, we really have to manage our wealth. So I'm hesitant about having 2,300 steel right now, but that's okay. Basically has to be the dirtiest, shittiest room in the base. Is at least a 4x6 in the harder modes. Yeah, I know you actually like have to really focus on some stuff in the harder modes. So if cduffo can do some construction instead of research for a bit, that will be good. They're moving so slow from food poisoning. We gotta stop doing food poisoning. Buck, do you know if we keep this wooden door like held open, if the dirtiness from the rest of the base affects the stove? I assume it wouldn't. I've never really had any issues with that. I think it's just because our cook is only level 5 cooking, but I don't know for sure. It should be a room by room, so it should be okay. Okay, that's what I thought too. I also noticed I didn't put a vent in here, so whenever they cook, this room just gets up to like 90 degrees. So I should put a vent. That's why I'm holding the door open. But I should put a vent in there at some point. But I don't want to do that because I don't want to forget about that and then have another wave of food poisoning go around. But okay, so we do have at least a little bit of heat. Connected demand capacity, cool. So we should be pumping in heat. I might have cduffo after he goes to the bathroom. Cleaning vomit plant. Yeah, just let's get over some food poisoning real quick. I'm gonna speed it up 3 times. We need some construction to get done. And once Benny's done cooking, we almost have 50 simple meals. So Benny should be hauling right now and then cleaning and doing all that. So that will be good. I don't even know if Pat's gotten around to chopping this wood. No. Yeah, not having a ton of wood is actually might be a little bit of a problem. We might have to rush getting chem fuel from vegetables, but bro toasting the chicken and the chief. We gotta stop doing food poisoning. Yeah, let's just stop doing food poisoning. All right, we got some manhunt. Ooh, okay, that is a decent amount. I think it might be time that we set up a safe zone. That they're all gonna come. Oh, that's a good amount of rabbits. I know they're just rabbits, but for 3 people to handle them who are about to break, that might not be ideal. Let's have a manage areas, new area. Let's do safe, or let's name it something fun. Shit hit fan. Okay. Now let's expand that. Let's just keep it indoors. Let's have all our animals go there. We can put on 1 time speed, so at least we won't lose any. I don't. So if this guy decides to break out of prison. Oh, I didn't make a bathroom for him. He was just pissing in the corner. That's fun. Let's get our people recruited because the rabbits will be here. And we made this little area here before because everything seems to come this way. I don't really hope the animals come this way as well. And if the raiders have weapons, then it'll be harder for them to shoot at us in the dark. So yeah, this is a lot of rabbits, honestly. We might have to... Oh, everybody has food poisoning, so we're not going to be able to run away. I was kind of counting on that. So let's... You don't have food poisoning. You don't have food poisoning. cduffo, our melee guy, has food poisoning. So let's have you come back to the door so you can retreat quickly. These guys will get some shots on. These guys will miss all of their shots. Every single shot has been missed. Alright, this is fine. This is... Oh, they're fast! Oh, this might... No, we can't lose to rabbits, please. Please. We can't lose to rabbits. Okay, this is... Well, we're at the point of no return. I don't think we have time to go in and close the door. So... This might be the end of our colony, honestly. cduffo for the win. cduffo for the win. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. cduffo, get up there. Help your friend. Benny, don't die. Bleeding out in 7. Okay, good. You got down. Oh, yeah. cduffo. Savior of the colony. Our most useless colonist, and he's good. Alright, you aren't bleeding out. You aren't bleeding out. Benny is bleeding out, so... Pat, you can walk faster. Please rescue Benny. Let's get that gun in once we have time. I thought we were dead for a second there. I thought the man in black was going to show up. You got the hygiene mod on, very based. I was promised shit in the bucket, yeah. This is why a melee pawn is critical. Pocket, you missed yesterday. We were puking in the crop field. Chef would puke in the food when he made it, and then a colonist would puke in their food. Yeah. cduffo, like... would go to the bathroom, and then he immediately went swimming around our sewage outlet too, so that was pretty cool. cduffo, how about you... Okay, Pat is healing Benny. Hopefully Benny doesn't get an infection, but he honestly probably will. cduffo is healed. Pat is chilling. cduffo's medical is 8, and Pat's is almost 7. So, why are you guys so judging me? I mean, you just saved the day. Honestly, I thought we were dead there. Those rabbits were quick. And honestly, when our colonists were in this corner shooting at them, they missed at least like 15 shots. Every single shot was missed, so that wasn't ideal. And Pat's like a level 9 shooting, and Benny is a level 9 as well. So we should have hit some of the shots. And they didn't have food poisoning, so I don't think that was affecting anything. But cduffo just grabbing the food. Playing some horseshoes. Pat, okay, is tending to Bennett, bleeding on 16 hours. You're taking a while there. I guess we could put on 2 times speed, but... Skeet, what's going on? Okay, let's put our animals into our animal area again. Skeet, we just got attacked by a bunch of rabbits, and if it wasn't for cduffo and his melee abilities, we probably would have lost right there. And it would have been pretty sad saying that I lost a colony to a group of fluffy rabbits. But, that's okay. We do have a pet rabbit, and our pet rabbit is Swae. Swae the rabbit is chilling. And our mole is you. Skeet. You're actually pretty useful. You've basically like mined this whole entire area for us. We trained you to do some mining, so Skeet, you're putting in the Lord's work over there. way too cynical. Keep turning your pets into chow. Well, if it comes to that, if we really need food, then we'll do that. But I prefer not to eat swae, and I'd really prefer not to eat skeet. That's not swae. No, that's just another random. Okay, we are not doing a good job of reducing fishes with cargo pods. Usually I don't care about cargo pods, but heavy fur? Nah. We have enough to haul as it is. Pat, your crop planting is falling behind. I might unallow the rice for a little bit so we can harvest that and maybe plant potatoes so we don't have to plant as often. We should move these rabbits out of the way. Actually, I think, okay, we already did that. We already made a zone for that, so we're chilling. Pat, you are healed up. You are thoroughly pissed off. Once you're done feeding fish, then also try to convert him. We gotta redo some of our. Look at all the throw up in our colony, Jesus. Benny, I would like for you to take your gun back. I don't know where it is. It is somewhere. It is somewhere. Where is it? Where is she? Revolve. Okay, it's there. Equip revolver. Once you're done sleeping, pick that up. Because I don't want to waste time if we get attacked again. Okay, cool. We built some radiators. Let's kick up our cooler to 72 degrees, and our heaters will warm everything up to 70. That should be pretty good, so nobody's sleeping in the cold again. Cool. You are a prime candidate for a cleaner slave, or yeah, we just need bodies. We need more bodies. Could be a decent parka. Could be a decent parka. Drought. Yes, yes. This is what we need. An unusual drought has set in. Drought is devastating for plant life and will quickly prevent all the crops planted. Okay, so let me real quick just unallow sowing in these areas, and if we take a look at the fertility, we can do some planting inside. This is pretty bad. Drought can last a while. We can plant over here. That's far away. I'd like to avoid that. So we might have to rely on our fungus, and we might have to expand that a ton. Yeah, that actually kind of sucks. Let's get Skeet to just mine out a massive area here. Keep you busy. Where is Skeet? Sorry that I'm zoomed. I try to like stay zoomed in as much as possible. Okay, Skeet is probably going down the hall because okay. Can I disrupt you from doing that? Area 1, does that mess you up? Animals, oh shit, hit fan, no. Well, I could have unallowed that door. Now you're just going for it. You know what, I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way and say that I cancel this. I need that fungus area. Yeah, you're just gonna go down there and realize that you can't do any mining. Oh, you're still gonna mine that. Alright. You're once you get your mind set on something, you're good. Fertility of this is 70%, so this is hindered. We could put a sprinkler system in here because we have Dub's bad hygiene. We could do a irrigation sprinkler, and that would increase the fertility every day. That honestly isn't a bad move at all. I'm gonna use steel for our pipes as well. We have a lot of construction to do, and once that's built, yeah, we have a shit ton of construction to do. All right, this is going. Those rabbits kind of messed us up a little bit, and emphasizes that we need some sort of spike trap system. But we have other priorities that we need. We need to actually focus on food. Let's get everything. I assume nothing will grow, so let's get everything harvested, and also get that cotton. This is this is good. No, this is on commitment mode too, so if we lose somebody, I can't save scum. And that's just the way it is. Major break risk. Yeah, what else is new? But yeah, if you're just joining the stream and having fun checking in on the colony every once in a while, make sure to just give a quick follow so you can get at least some notifications when we go live. I'm having a ton of fun playing Rimworld lately, and especially this challenge makes me realize I want to do some other challenges. So silver 3. All right, there's silver. There's 3 silver. That's it. That is the worst random like caravan animals coming in I've ever seen. Usually there's more than that, but 3 silver is absolutely nothing. Silver 3, that's like my Rainbow Six Siege rank. But yeah, and also feel free to join the Discord. We just created that, so I'll also be posting when we go live on that as well. Just because a playthrough like this, where we don't know how many times we're going to stream it, because we might die to a bunch of fluffy rabbits. Yeah, definitely don't want to miss it. You can watch the VOD after the fact too. All right, what is everybody up to? Our Skeet is putting in the Lord's work again. Let's continue to build the fungal gravel that we need, and we might have to rely on. Is this critical? What did I set this to? Okay, this should be important. So then our vegetables go in here, because I think the nutrient paste grinder creates nutrient meals at a slightly better rate than how many like vegetables it takes to make a simple meal. Obviously you get the mood debuff, but if we're short on food, then we might have to utilize the nutrient paste grinder more than we probably would want to. But let's get a nutrient paste tap. And we don't have to refrigerate any of the paste meals that end up in this paste vat. This can hold 75 meals. I will only do 1 for now. We can do a little ritual. And a light bulb. I don't think we're anywhere near doing anything ideology related. The animals make decent meat. Wait, say that again? Hey, the camels that wandered in. It is more efficient, yeah, for the nutrient paste, but I don't know how much more efficient. I think maybe just by a couple vegetables. If it takes 10 vegetables to make a simple meal, then it might be like 8 or 6. I don't know. Usually let your pawns take some psychite tea. I've never made psychite tea. Usually I just like make a bunch of hops and beer and call that good. But psychite tea, I've never had to like find the best, easiest way to make something. Smoke leaf is also good, but it takes a while to craft. I don't have extra. As you can see by the vomit that's all over the ground, I don't have extra labor capacity right now. cduffo smoking up again. How much more smoke leaf do we have? 0? Do you just have it in your inventory? Or do you just smoke the last one? cduffo blazing. You're missing out on the tea. Very low addiction and it's good mood buff. I might actually have to look into that. Okay, we are reducing the resistance of fish. It started off at 11 and now it's at 8.9. So we're chilling in regards to that. Benny's still making some meals. Benny, I would like you to just do a little bit of cleaning. And if you don't have the arch tongue mod, it just kind of, if there's a lot of things next to each other, like crops in the crop fields, this drought's gonna mess us up actually. We'll see. At least we got a good harvest in a little bit. And it's going towards winter, so it'll be cold out. So we probably wouldn't do too much growing anyways, but the arch tongue mod is good for just having people do things that are right next to each other, whether it's finishing like building a line of underground pipes and it like makes them do anything that's next in the lineup. It'd probably be better. They're still cleaning. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want to look at all this vomit right away, but it has to be in the same room. But okay, we're chilling. We added at least a little bit of heat from our solar heater. That's all we have. Food binge. All right, could be worse. It's not bad. That's not a bad mental break. We are, we'd like to save as much food as possible. At least, I don't know, Pocket, do you know if droughts affect how many animals are in your map? Because I guess we'll find out. Maybe I should do some hunting and just fill up our freezer right away. Who is our hunter? Benny. Okay, cool. Pet's too busy doing other stuff. I think the drought will eventually kill the trees. It's currently killing the trees. So Pat, we need Pat to chop these trees down before they die, because we already only have 38 wood. And if we're out of wood, we might have to not do auto rearm for our spike traps. Although, if we're using our spike traps, we probably want to rearm them. Drought, it doesn't help, but you swore it mostly kills trees. You know, it makes animals gradually leave. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we currently have 2 people who are in mental breaks right now. Final straw was being depressive. You're gonna just wander around. That's fine, but we also have a boomlope that is now maddened. So cduffo, our melee person, is the only one who can take care of this boomlope. Alright. Okay. I think I'm gonna rely on the spike traps for this one. Honestly, just have everybody stay inside. I know I can't really control that when they're on mental breaks, but at least for our animals we can do that. Okay. Benny has contracted diarrhea because of bad personal hygiene. Benny, what are you doing? We have a shower and everything. A nice shower. A nice sandstone shower. Alright, Pat is just eating all of our food. Alright, so this thing, I'm hoping will just make its way over. What are you? Oh, God. Alright, now we have to act. cduffo, get over here. Okay, Pat is running inside. That was a good choice. What is this boomlope doing? Just living his best life, I guess. Frolicking in the water. Okay, it should make its way to cduffo. I'm gonna have him go in. Pat, don't go out. Alright, it's fine. I don't know why this boomlope isn't, like, aggroing. cduffo, if I keep you drafted for a while longer, you're probably gonna break. Okay, yep. Let's just have you do your thing. Pat, please stop going outside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, that wasn't bad. That was great. Puck, do you remember if you melee a boomlope to death, if it always explodes, or if it dies on its own, if it also explodes? I think it explodes if it dies on its own. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It's free meat too. I just don't want to deal with the fire. So no matter what, it's gonna explode. Can I? Well, I'd rather people not be explodes either way. Okay, we need cduffo to do his thing. This thing's gonna explode in 3 hours. Oh, good thing we have wooden walls. Yeah. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. We haven't changed our walls to sandstone or any like granite or anything. So yeah, hopefully Pat doesn't wander out right when it explodes. You've already eaten like 6 meals. Jesus. Days, mad boomlope. Yeah. This will end well. Some of you may buy, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. What's that dude's name? I know he's in Shrek. No, don't go. No. I swear to God, this is just Randy doing his thing. Pat's gonna be outside when this thing explodes. All right, let's get cduffo on the scene because he's the only one who can hopefully firefight. Yes, he can. 9 seconds. cduffo, I know you're gonna. All right, put out. Oh. Oh, there goes all of our spike traps. Oh. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. Pat, what are you doing? I'd love for somebody to get out of their mental... No, cduffo, what are you doing? This is not the time to eat. I thought Benny just caught on fire right there. Well, I would really love if the AC did not get destroyed. Yes. No, don't clean the room. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, I would love not to lose our battery. I would love for somebody to get out of their mental break. The indoors is 110 degrees right now. Maybe we should let one of the walls... Okay, Pat's out of his mental break. We lost our table, so people are going to get pissed off from that. Hydrate. Pocket redeemed. Hydrate. I will drink some water right now. Yeah. I'm too focused on the game. I got to remember to hydrate. What is the temperature inside? It is 105 degrees. All right. We at least got some free heating, and now we're gonna lose all of our crops. I would prefer for that not to happen. I don't know if rain is gonna give us any rain. It shouldn't matter too much, but alright, cooler's on 7%. Let's get a new table made. We don't have wood, so we might have to make this out of steel, which is fine. We have plenty of steel for the time being. Yeah, we gotta replace this wall. And we lost all of our spike traps. We might have to start making spike traps out of like actual blocks, stone blocks. The mountain's gonna turn into an oven. I did have a door here, just in case something like this happened. Oh, we lost. Ah, god damn it. We lost a windmill too. It's not great. cduffo. Oh, okay. Yep. Put animals back to animal zone. Put people back to unrestricted. cduffo, if you can please build the windmill. I don't know if we lost some of the power lines here. No. We yeah, cduffo, just build it. Just yep. You're doing great. This I never have to deal with this kind of stuff, so this is humbling. Okay, we are harvesting. I don't know how much fungus we get. This honestly doesn't seem like that much. Alright, so our battery's drained and almost broken. We're in shambles a little bit. Pat, though, good thing about mental breaks is it gives them a plus 40 mood for a few days, so Benny's still on a break and is still recovering from diarrhea. He's probably just shitting in our crops right now. Yeah, get the door open. I could have done that. I was counting on that trap doing some work. Got an achievement. Have a single pawn spend 24 hours in mental breaks. Yeah, good for you, Benny. That's, you know, setting records left and right. That's good. That's good. Pain. I felt all this pain. Yeah. No. I've had in my last run my grav ship, because with the grav ship expanded mod, like whenever you travel somewhere, it creates heat. And that heat, if you don't have heat sinks, just ends up inside of your grav ship. And like every time that I went somewhere new with my grav ship, it would turn the inside to like 350 degrees, and people would start taking damage around that temperature. So I knew at 100 degrees, even 150, we're fine. People won't take damage. And there is a large area in here, so it would, worst case, I could have people go in the freezer, or like you said, hold open a door at least, or have them just retreat to another room, turn off the vent, open, close the vent, and at least wait it out a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't ideal having 2 of our 3 people on mental breaks when that happened, especially with a lot of stuff being made out of wood. I would like to recruit fish. Pat is still going over there. No, you're just mourning the original fish. That's fine. You are 8.7 days. cduffo. Yeah, everybody just take their turn going into mental break. That's cool. That's cool. Pat, I would like you to work on the table, because that's a mood debuff that we can easily take care of. Let's maybe unallow that from being made, and I'll unallow that. Need some more shelves, but honestly the steel is taking up most of the space on our existing shelves, so we're fine. And this also, I don't know if it was Odyssey or the 1.6 update that like allowed you to store stuff in these tool cabinets. I never really made these tool cabinets. I know it helps for efficiency. It's not that much, so I'd rather just have the room to do whatever. But like storing items in there, I just found that the other day. I don't know if it's a mod or what. I just realized my prison has a dude sitting in total darkness. That's a new cruel trick. Well, that's all we can afford to do. I could have thrown him in like... I could have actually put him in this extra bedroom. But if he decides to... Okay, Benny is no longer breaking. Cool. Now we have 2 of our 3 pawns that are chilling. I don't necessarily want to consume all of our vegetables. Oh, we got the sprinkler set up. Okay, let's decrease the radius so we don't use a ton of water. Does that actually do anything? Oh yeah, fertility is going up. Is that, what, 70 or 80%? And now it's up to 126. And that'll drop down as the day goes on, but at least it does something. And that uses a little bit of water from here. We should be fine. That should replenish itself. I can always decrease it if we need it. But if you're just joining the stream, welcome. We are trying Losing is Fun for the first time on commitment mode with Randy. Usually I play it on the lowest settings, so you can see we had a boomalope that came in and exploded and made me realize that we need to change our wooden wall. And while that happened, we only had one person who was able to fight the fire because our other two were on mental breaks. We're trying to get to a place where we don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, I don't think this produces that much fungus. But our people do like fungus, so that I gave myself a couple advantages like that. We also have a drought going on, so we can't plant anything outside right now. We do need to harvest our rice plants. But yeah, they currently are not growing. Growth rate 0% because of drought. Redeemed hydrate again. God, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. Good old water. It says your Discord invite is invalid. Says it expired. Okay, that is good to know. Thank you for letting me know that. I'll have to fix that after stream. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, I already read that. What did I just get? Transport pod crash? Ooh, ooh. Randy feels bad for me. Oh, she's from the Empire. Well, I might as well help you out, right? We can afford it. I think, who's our next best doctor? It is Pat, right? Yeah. Yes. Pat, I know I want you harvesting those crops, but is this okay, that's swae. I was like, why are we feeding a random animal? Alright, so hopefully we can get some goodwill. Hopefully when this person leaves our map, they don't leave during like a raid or anything and get absolutely murked, and then we become less of friends with the Empire. But alright, it's currently 60 degrees out, so it's not really necessarily cold yet. Yeah, I'll have to fix that Discord. That's thanks for letting me know about that. I literally don't know too much about Discord and creating servers, and I just got Nightbot as well, so still learning that stuff out. But since I'm streaming, I want to stream Rimworld somewhat regularly as my main game that I stream. I might tone back on streaming Zomboid and just play it with cduff because I just have fun with that. Rimworld I can stream even when I'm like exhausted after work, so Zomboid takes a little bit more concentration. I know Rimworld takes a little bit of concentration, but it's a concentration that I like doing a lot. Okay, I'm not gonna haul these chunks yet. Skeet, you're putting in some work right here. You've mined all of this. Might as well mine these compact machinery. And Pocket, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think inside a cave it doesn't collapse if it's like an 11 by 11. That's like the max, I think, or 11 by whatever. So if I keep it as within that, then it shouldn't have any collapse. Is that right? I have a Discord server. Yes. Let me real quick try to get a link in here for that. Invite to server, copy link. Okay, go back to Twitch, paste link. Hopefully Nightbot doesn't just ban me for doing this. So see if that works. If that doesn't work, let me know. Then I'll actually have to look into it because I don't know what to do if that doesn't work. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord. I'll just basically be putting some fun polls in there, asking Rimworld questions, maybe some Zomboid questions. Oh, we have different links. That could be a problem. I don't know which. Let me know which one works, and I'll have to sort that out. Thanks, cduffo. Crisis of belief again. Pure sect. Fish is just a broken man. Jeez. Social, is that us? I don't even know what ours is called. Nova Justice. Okay, so he's just re-rolling his his religion. Okay, awesome. Thanks for joining, person. And which link worked? Just out of curiosity, so then I can copy and paste that into Nightbot. But yeah, this isn't bad for a second stream on max difficulty. I do need that. I do need this wood pretty bad. And I don't normally play like this. This is the most in shambles I've been. I think we're still in control, but wealth is going up, and I'm not adding to our defenses, so that's not great. If we can recruit second fish, then we'll get an extra person. So hopefully Pat is just doing horseshoes. You are our warden, right? Yes, you are. Can you try to chat with fish when you're done doing horseshoes? That would be great. It worked. Nice. Playing Halo. Nice. Okay, that link worked. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'll just do some polls and just let everybody know when I'm going live. I don't like these nutrient paste pipes. This is the stuff that drives me crazy. I don't like try to make a base look super nice. Like I obviously put a little bit of effort in planning into it, but mostly like the layout and optimizing, or I guess minimizing steps in between stuff. Right now our cooking area and our freezer is not optimal because Benny has to run all that distance. This was going to be our hospital, but then I needed a clean area for cooking, so that's kind of taken over that area. I will probably put right here a little cooking area, so maybe we can mine that out and move that, and this time we'll put a vent here so whoever's cooking just doesn't get nice and roasty toasty from the stove. And I always build stuff too small. I do have the props mod too, which I would like to start using at some point to actually make it look lived in, but we're surviving right now, so that might be on hold for a while. Our food is still good. We still have enough raw resources. Oh, we're full on nutrient paste as well, so that's honestly awesome. Skeet, putting in the work. We do need Pat to... maybe we should have somebody else take care of warding. cduffo, that's going to be your job. We need Pat to do planting and construction and everything else. And cduffo, you're only one level below Pat for wardening, so... What a fun area for horseshoes. Just a old, decimated, ruined, ancient ruin. I'm glad that we could utilize some of the ancient ruins for our prison. We just had to build a few walls and that was it. Okay, so what do we need to do? We can't grow anything. Power is fine for the time being. We need to make repairs to our walls, and honestly, we just need to replace our walls. And if you're replacing walls, don't do all of them right away, because then you'll start having your roof cave in and it might destroy stuff. Just do some sections here and there. Might take that one off. And Pat, I think, will do some planting, and then he might run over to the trees to chop the trees, which I'd prefer if he did something else, but honestly, we need that. We need a bit of wood. If you're out of wood and you really need wood, then that's when things get bad. But okay, cduffo's building granite wall. Where did you go? Oh, you're building that granite wall. Let's unallow that for now. Oh, you're just building that. Alright, that works, I guess. I would like our main base to be secure first. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, what we should build next for an area. This is going to be our general warehouse area and maybe some storage. This might be like expanded storage right here eventually. This will be a little cook area. At least a little hospital here. That will be fine for us for the time being. Let me know what we're lacking, because right now I'm just focused on keeping everything alive and running. And it is 54 degrees out, so I would like these walls to get up before nighttime, before everybody goes to bed. But yeah, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. I normally play on the lowest settings, and now we're playing on Losing is Fun with Randy on commitment mode. So it is, it's interesting. It's mostly, I can't say mostly vanilla because we have probably 25 mods, but a lot of vanilla expanded mods. Reducing resistance. Okay, cool. Yeah. If we can get fish is good at mining, good at shooting. and crafting, so we can get a good crafter back. Okay, 7.9 to 7.6. Cool. Let's try to convert fish as well. cduffo, can you please finish the walls real quick? I know you want to sleep, but still has catharsis for 2 days, so he's going to be in good mood. We can take advantage of everybody's good mood and get some stuff done. And tomorrow, let's build the rest of these walls. I think we have enough granite, right? 131. Each of these is 5, right? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure losing his fun didn't mess up the how many resources each of those took. Our cooler is hanging on by threads right now. Sparks are shooting out. 7% durability left. HP. You could add a workshop. Okay, okay. Could should we have it like dedicated to something, or just like lump everything in one room? We could put like workshop related items. Honestly, we just need a bunch more steel or wood. I didn't think wood would be this hard to like just get a lot of. Usually that's not a problem. You can get like 3,000 wood at a time. But usually I'm not dealing with constant food poisoning, constant mental breaks, and everything. Let's just see what is pissing people off the most. You want apparel. I really don't want to make you specific apparel. Burqa? Really? 8 without a table? But there's a table right there. I should put oh, there's a table right here too. I remember that I wanted to make sure this was close to the freezer and stuff. I would like somebody to also do a little bit of hunting just so we can get some meat stockpiled just in case. And I want to make sure that our hoppers don't take any meat. Yeah, they don't. So, alright. Let's check this. I like checking the graph every now and then because you see these red dots at the top. That's how often we've been getting raided. And you can see our wealth has jumped up. And that's why we got a bunch of rabbits. We probably could have gotten more, but our wealth since then has stagnated a bit. We're just focusing on like rebuilding, making some upgrades, and we didn't like do a ton of mining where it gave us a bunch of metal. So a lot of this wealth is probably from mining the steel. So yeah. We our wealth is leveling off, which is good, but this is the last time that we've been like raided, manhunter pack, whatever. So we're probably getting into the territory now where we might get raided again. With Randy, it doesn't matter too much. You can throw like 3 things at you at the same time. Usually that doesn't happen, but there is a chance of that happening. And the person that we rescued, who fell out of the drop pod from the Empire, she is now all healed up. Her spine has a permanent crack in it, but we can't really fix that. And hopefully she gets out of the map before anything bad enters the map. Oh, I forgot that this would take these down. Let's okay, yep, just put them in there, that's fine too. Okay, so that one's major break risk, Pat. What are you doing, Pat? I clicked on the same one twice, that's cool. Alright, let's get these walls built, and then let's repair them, hopefully. Or, I guess, repair the cooler and the battery. Because if we have another fire, then, yeah, it might not be great. And if you're just starting off playing Rimworld, if you do your power and you use normal power conduits across your base, then you have the chance of the like zzzt event where all your batteries discharge all their powers into one spot and could catch stuff on fire. You could like get a break in your power grid. But if you use this hidden conduit, which costs 2 steel instead of 1 steel, then it completely removes that. As long as you don't have any of the normal power conduits in your base, if you just have all hidden conduits, then you will never get that event. So honestly, try to always use those, the hidden ones. Could have the workshop in different places. Yeah, that could be good. Situational. If we do a lot of mining over here, then we can move our like stone cutting area down here a bit, so we reduce the steps of hauling chunks and stuff. Skeet still putting in the work. Damn. I guess that is your life. You're just mining. Dude just mines. All right, we are starting to build up a little bit of raw fungus. We aren't going through our food as quickly as I thought, so that's good. We do have a blind healer out here. Let's have Benny talk to them. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Oh, what should we do here? A small withered woman stands in front of you. Her eyes, where her eyes should be, there are only scar-crusted holes in her flesh, yet even without eyes, she somehow looks at you with kindness. She says that she knows that her skills are needed here and wants to stay for a while. She offers to use her healing power to help you. She may be very useful, but you also sense there's something that she's not telling you. Usually I try to stay away from these people because there's a chance, especially if they do medical or cooking, that they can like infect people somehow and give them like blood rot or whatever. Pocket prints. Let me know your thoughts on this, but I'm gonna postpone that for the time being. Let me know if you would stay away from that at all costs. We do need the people, so can we see what she's good at? Oh, we can. That is good. Shooting and mining, and also plants. So the plants could be helpful, and then just having a hauler cleaner could also be nice. So honestly, I don't normally accept this, but let's maybe have her join. I'm hesitant to unnatural healing. Use dark psychic influence to heal someone. The process will stop bleeding, restore blood loss, and can even heal significant. However, it may also have unexpected side effects. Huh. I know nothing about that. Don't trust her. Okay. Should I not trust her enough where we shouldn't give her a weapon? Person? Is that, would that be a safe way to go? We have a tribute collector from there, from the Empire. Jeez. All right, so I think person, you said we shouldn't trust her, but I don't know. Should we trust you or not? We said you would have the next named colonist or pet, so yeah, you get the person who could possibly betray us. That's a fun one. But person, you are good at shooting, mining, and also okay at plants, so you can take some of the workload off of everything that's going on. So that's honestly pretty good. Let's have you grow, and then mine as priority 2. Honestly, maybe mine as priority 3. That way you can haul, clean, and take a lot of burden off of everybody else. Handle, I won't have you handle. Basic, if there's any basic stuff to do, cool. I would love to get raided right now because we have the Empire with us. And what is fish's resistance? 7.1, so we still have a ways to go on that. Person, what's your social at? Social level 3? Sure, you can also warden. I'd rather have you warden with the lower level than miss opportunities to recruit fish. And honestly, chat with fish right now. Oh, did Fish 2 move on to better things? Fish 2 is now a prisoner. He decided to betray us because he was originally, this second fish was originally a refugee who wanted to stay with us for 19 days. And when there was like 3 days left, why? Oh, he has food poisoning. All right, Fish, you have food poisoning. And when there were 3 days left of your 19 days that you were staying with us as a refugee, you turned on us and tried attacking us. We took you down without any injuries. cduffo put you down. And we also got raided by a bunch of Jesus, I can't think. We got attacked by like 8 or 9 rabbits. You can see all the dead bodies here. And honestly, we had a couple melee people here, or sorry, a couple shooters here, and as the rabbits were coming up, they missed like 12 or 15 shots. So I had them retreat. Benny was getting attacked by the rabbits like right here, and as he was coming in, Pat retreated to our spike traps here and started shooting. But once they downed Benny, then cduffo literally saved the day and like 1 or 2 shot melee with his sword all the rabbits. So yeah, cduffo saved the colony. I thought we were dead there for a second from fluffy rabbits. Yeah, betrayal seemed about right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you were the original fish in here, so this other fish is, it's not you. Don't worry. All right, so we're starting to catch up on some construction. I would love for the cooler and the battery to get repaired. We also had a boom lope come in and caught all of our spike traps on fire, so we no longer have spike traps. We don't really. Ooh, we do have wood now, so we must have chopped down those trees. Nice. So we could probably build some more spike traps. I I don't know if I want to use wood or steel. Steel seems to be more abundant right now. And I think it does a bit more damage. We could just add, I don't know, add at least one. So if we get a bunch of manhunters, that at least has a chance to get there. We have another caravan coming in, a bulk goods trader, so that's actually pretty good. We have 767 steel, or sorry, silver. So we should be able to buy anything that we see that we need. Benny's doing some cleaning, which is actually much needed. There was one point where this entire hallway was just insane ramblings. Person, you're doing some insane ramblings. You'll snap out of it. Final straw was trees ravaged. Really? You didn't like that? Got wood though. And then Pat is in a daze. We're trying to take care of some of these debuffs. Slept in the cold again? Why? 70 degrees. I mean, I guess I can set this to 72. And then set this to 74. I mean, I know at night, the solar heater isn't doing anything, so we might have to do something about that. Can honestly do, I don't want to do a campfire inside, I'd rather do a log boiler. Could do an electric boiler. We have extra power, so might as well. I think this will be like our maintenance room or something in here, so let's do an electric boiler, get some power over there. And person, we're gonna give you a proper room. I don't know what religion you are. You are not our religion, so we're gonna have to convert you. All right, we got a lot of people here. cduffo, if you could trade with the bulk trader, that would be awesome. Does that ideology worship plants? Oh, maybe yeah, that might be it, fish. You might, since they aren't our religion. Oh, human meat. We actually like human meat. I don't think everybody would like that, but at least the people part of our religion do. We haven't butchered any humans, so we don't know if we get the negative mood debuff from butchering people, but I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Blue freight, yeah, let's just get some silver coming our way. Get rid of some dye, I hate having the extra icons. Yeah, these guys don't really have much. I wonder if the traders are worse and don't give you as much stuff, and losing is fun. That would make sense. Discovered infested settlement. We are not going there anytime soon. Animal disease, flu. Okay, that's skeet. Oh no, skeet. Got the flu. All right, your immunity's already outstripping the flu, so that's fine. Food binge. Jesus, everybody's getting pissed off all over again. At the beginning, we didn't get all the major like mental breaks. For a while, there's like people at extreme break risks and they didn't break. But now that we're like somewhat established, we're starting to get them constantly. So I don't know if that's the thing that game does, but yeah, we'll see about that. Oh yeah, just bring all your animals inside and make an absolute mess out of everything. That's fine. That is fine. All right, what else do we need to do? Our freezer is good. We are expanding our fish. We also have a drought, so we can't plant anything outside. It is turning into winter. It is the first of 15 days of winter. So yeah, there's that. Why are there 4 simple meals just on the ground? Oh, probably because Benny broke with those in his hand. At least like eat those. Just make sure Skeet. Nope, Skeet is not being healed. Let's make sure Skeet gets some healing done. Your immunity is fine, but I don't I don't want to chance it. We have plenty of herbal medicine. Although the drought means that we won't be able to replenish our herbal medicine for a little bit. Alright, let's start healing. Jeez, I really not able to talk today. Let's start hauling some chunks. Expand our fungus area, because this is the only food production we have other than this fungus area up here. We have to make sure that there's no light in here. And we do have a sprinkler as well. Probably add a sprinkler in here eventually too. So let's at least... Poison beasts? Oh boy. What is this? Clear world medicine 3, man-hunting wargs. Wait, let's actually... Oh, person. Okay, you just stopped rambling, so you should be fine. Mercilessly placed. The wargs will arrive 6 hours after you accept. We could accept this, but I think this bulk goods trader will be gone by the time it gets here. But we'll have a mercenary placed under our control. But they are wargs. So is this something that we take? Cost more when trading? Okay, I thought something was like that. I don't want to chance it because we're on commitment mode. I want to like minimize, and only for like 5. Yeah, the rewards aren't worth it. Aren't worth losing a colonist. But if these guys just got here, then I might accept that quest. But I think they're gonna leave soon, and I don't want to take on the full brunt of 3 wargs. If we get like some good shots in with our guns, then maybe. We also have 2 people on mental breaks, so there's that. I think if we get a better rec room, maybe put in some flooring, then people will maybe like that a bit better. People are just eating at this table more. Maybe I don't know. I'd like them to eat in here. I might hold this door open. So if it's a factor of them waiting for the door to get open, I don't know. I don't know what. I could move this statue over there too. See, these guys eat at our table. What's going on? Yeah, get your goat out of here. Alright, let's well, actually, we should probably make this fungal gravel first. Just really expand that. What was that, meteorite shower? Ooh. I'm glad it didn't land on them. Got some silver, got some steel, got more silver. That's actually pretty good. Oh, there's silver ore in the middle of that steel. That's interesting. So that's good. At least we have some. If we need something for skeet to mine, then we can do that. But if we can get this electric boiler going, I don't think we have too much extra electricity, but we just need a little bit during the night to make sure that our temperature stays where it should stay. Alright, not bad. I might do 3 times speed for a little bit. I feel whenever I go on 3 times speed, you know, I'm feeling somewhat confident. Alright, Fish is a sad wanderer because his friend Fish died a while ago. Let's oh, he'll get rid of this -18 debuff in an hour, so that'll actually be really nice. He just broke before that went away, but alright, I would love both of our construction people. Mad Muffalo. Alright. Okay. So, person, you are better at shooting, and since you aren't our religion, you don't care about... Come on, I know our rifle's right here. Is it not? Yeah, it is. I know that, Why can't you... Bro. Am I being stupid? This is right here. If I do that, it's on the ground. Equip. Alright, let's get Benny in person. Where's that Muffalo? It's right there, okay. Let's get them right here so they can start shooting. Okay, both of them are walking at normal speed. So I should be able to get a couple shots on. Blight, here we don't really care because they aren't growing anyways. Love for you to get at least a few shots. Jesus, what was that shot? Would love to get a few shots on so it's like bleeding out so he can retreat. Alright, retreat a little bit. That was an awful shot. Alright, retreat. Okay, this thing is bleeding out in 9 hours, so we might be able to finish off. It's free meat too. You just shot this. That was an awful shot. Alright, cool. Good job. Person, let's melee the muffalo to death so it doesn't get up again. You're sad because he died. And person has no eyes, so I guess it makes sense that they're an awful shot. Honestly, we should probably just make them a melee person, but we don't fully trust person. They could turn on us. I don't know what are you sad about? 8 non-fungus plant cooked? Really? So we're gonna basically have you soiled yourself? Oh, you're on a mental break. Okay, so I don't really. Like, how are you doing all these things? That is that's interesting. Yeah, handed the man with no eyes a gun. I mean, he got some shots on. He also shot the windmill, but got some shots on. That went better than I thought. That was good. Benny, can you please butcher? I just want to make sure the meat goes in the freezer before something bad happens and it all goes to waste. Just a bunch of ash here, a bunch of blood. Everything's fine. Okay, I just heard Chandler's approach. 9? Jeez. Okay. They should kind of just walk around in the same area. They won't necessarily like sprint towards us. I just want to make sure there's nothing over here that our people will come over here for. And we can hope for a raid. We probably won't get one because we just got a muffalo attack, but you never know with Randy. These guys will stay alive for 3 days, so keep reminding me to watch out for them and see if they're making progress towards us or not. I would like, so person, you are good at what again? Mining? Okay, you're kind of just our all-around helping the colony out kind of people, or kind of person. We will have to make another bedroom if we recruit fish. You are at 5.7, so there's still a little while for that to happen, but you really just need everybody to stop going on mental breaks. Just for once. At least we aren't getting food poisoning. That's good. I probably spoke too soon on that. I would like somebody to construct our electric boiler. Oh, I did speak too soon because Pat has food poisoning. This game looks fun. What are the best mods you have? I don't have. There's some people with like 200 mods. If you just want some basic ones, honestly, play vanilla for your first like 2 or 3 playthroughs. The expansions are good. The DLCs that you can buy that are directly linked to the game and the developers. Any of the vanilla expanded mods are good. Like social interactions and textures and achievements, just like small things that are fun. Common sense is good because it makes pawns like not walk all the way to the edge of the map to hunt and then take one shot and come back. Sometimes they still do, but and then anything with shelves is also good because vanilla you can only have 6 stacks of items on a shelf, and I forget what mod this is for a whole bunch of different other shelves. This one can hold 20 stacks, so I just don't want to fill up a whole entire colony with a bunch of shelves. But play vanilla for a few games until you get the hang of things, because you will die, and you will learn, oh, I shouldn't make my walls out of wood because that just burned down my whole colony. Or, ooh, I really like mountain bases, but I really need a miner to make a mountain base. Or, ooh, I just had a fire inside my mountain base, and now it's 300 degrees inside there. How can I mitigate that from happening again? Stuff like that. So just play the game, and then if you really like it, the biotech DLC is a good one to buy. You get um, little robots that help you haul, and all right, fish. This is your third crisis of belief. At some point, you're gonna be joining our religion, so that's cool, I guess. I guess I won't convert you. Let's try to convert. Where is person? Let's try to convert person to our side. Okay, that's gonna take a while. That's not even 10%. Yeah, biotech's good. I really love the Odyssey DLC, but you should not get that until you know how to play like the vanilla game. Ideology is fun because it introduces like religion, and you can do specifically like specific themed playthroughs. Skeet, you're not dead, right? Okay, you're still just affected by the flu. You're just sitting there without any like Z's or anything to indicate that you're going to destroy 33 components. You're going to destroy all of our components? Wait a minute. Okay, normally I don't have to deal with this. We could arrest Pet, but that means we have to recruit them again. We could incapacitate them. I don't know if I want to take the chance of killing Pat. 33 components is a lot. If it was like 3, I wouldn't care. What if I just do this to throw them off? And it might be. That might just be. Are you done? Are you still doing it? Yeah, you're still okay. Yep. We're just gonna lose all our components. All right. There goes like 1,000 steel's worth of components, or 1,000 silver's worth of components. And we mined out all the components over here, so nice. Excellent. I don't see any other components, so that's cool. Thank you, Pat. Pat, you really, yeah, Pat. That sums it up pretty good. You look good on paper, but as a colonist, you're a liability. Now, once we get your needs up, then you're gonna be chilling. But ugly environment. Yeah, probably all the vomit and stuff doesn't help. Person, I might just have you clean. Just clean for a bit. We should now have heat, constant heat. While the sun's down, this solar heater isn't working, but there's still some heat in here. These should be working. They aren't working too well, so we might have to increase power. This electric boiler does consume a decent amount of power, but we have power stored, so wow, it's really not doing much. Oh, you know why? Because I am stupid. I didn't connect it to the water system. So we can turn that down. Let's have cduffo when you're done playing billiards. Just build all of this piping so people won't be cold at night, because that is a debuff that we should get rid of. That is, I think, -3 or 4 debuff if people slept in the cold at night. And honestly, that's a pretty decent one for something that's so manageable. So let's get that taken care of. I know cduffo just interrupted Pat's sleep a little bit. Disturbed sleep -1. It doesn't say slept in the cold yet. I don't know what temperature that's at, but hopefully cduffo makes this in time. Why are you seesawing? Can you just like build this like a normal person, please? No? Alright, well, you'll still get it done, so I guess that's fine. An awful bedroom. Eventually, we'll have our construction people smooth the walls, and that will honestly add a lot. There is beauty in the game, so if you see here, it says beauty here, the average of the space is basically 0. The smooth walls are +1, and the rough walls are -2. So if we smooth all the walls, that'll actually add a decent amount. You could use like marble floors, which instead of +1 might be like +2. But other than that, that's, yeah. So if we can smooth the walls, then these will actually be pretty good bedrooms, and they should get a decent mood buff from that as well. It might be like 2 or 3, but still, it's better than -1. All right, defense. We have to focus on defense. I might speed up time a little bit to get some of this construction stuff done. Person can do some cleaning. Why aren't you doing any cleaning? You're hauling instead. Cutting heel root. Travelers harmed? What? What? Oh, the shambler. I forgot about the shamblers. Hopefully these guys just don't go on the attack right now. How much longer do they have? 2 days? Alright, so they're still staying in their area, but I do need to remember to look at that. Because 9 shamblers will absolutely steamroll through us, and they'll probably break down this door. Especially because this door has 24% durability. Let's repair that. Let's repair that. And let's repair that. At least give it some more HP. Oh, random is just cleaning up all of the stuff outside. Honestly, if anybody walks outside, they're gonna get like this area is ugly debuff. Let's also just cut all the blight for when the drought is over. Oh, is the drought over? Oh, the drought's over. Yeah, cut the blight, please. Let's plant some corn. Let's start planting everything again. Let's do corn over here. And let's do potato. We can do 2 things with corn. We got enough food for a bit. We have the fungus inside too. This one we're fine doing potatoes. We'll get some potatoes. We got some visitors. Ooh, they're probably gonna get injured. No? Okay. If they exit this way, then they might get injured. But let's see what they have to trade. Okay, it's good. That drought didn't last nearly as long as I thought it would. Person, if you can trade with them, that would be cool. These guys have nothing. Jesus. I mean, might as well buy some medicine. 173 for 6 medicine? Jeez. Alright, well. I mean, we need that medicine. Oh, let's make sure to also put person on herbal medicine. We'll only use our good medicine when we need to. For infections and stuff. We have an anomaly in? Yes. Yeah, I always run with all the DLCs, even if I don't really interact with them too much. So anomaly, I'll still get shamblers. I won't necessarily interact with the monolith, but I haven't really done a anomaly playthrough. I know, Fish, you've gone further in anomaly than I have, much further. So it would be cool to do an anomaly playthrough. It would hurt me to play that because anomaly just unoptimizes everything, and you have to react to stuff and like take care of stuff in the moment, and you might lose a colonist. So on commitment mode, it'll be rough. I don't know if I'll do that on commitment mode. But Skeet, put in the work again. What a dude. We are. Oh, he's just taking a little snack break. Nice, you deserve it. I'm just talking to a mole. That's what my life's become. Okay, so they got a bunch of fungal gravel to build. Person is doing some planting. Benny is just going crazy cleaning. We need a deep clean. This is good. This is good. Trying to make sure that swae stays tamed. Our power is decreasing. I think it's because we added our electric boiler, but now at least the temperature in our base should be pretty constant. So we're chilling on that. Just want to check our water. Our water's fine. Fish, why are you why is there hypothermia? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Let's move you inside somewhere. Let's move you inside. Furniture, we want a sleeping spot. I think it would be better just to throw you in here for now. Put that not on hold, make this a prison spot. Get rid of this as a sleeping spot. cduffo, if you could capture fish. Excellent. I forgot that it gets cold out. Alright, so fish, you should be better for hypothermia now. This was going to be our new kitchen area, so let's just get that built out. And eventually we'll want auto doors, but we're nowhere near that yet. And I would prefer to move this over here. Let's put a light inside of here. And yeah, that's actually pretty solid. And it's fewer steps for our cook to get to here, so that's perfect. We're making progress. I haven't done any smoothing of the walls in here, but that's just because they're busy here and planting. Our Benny should be planting, honestly. Did I mess that up? Oh no, it's a person who's planting. Okay, yep. Yep, person's doing some planting. Our mole has nothing to do now? Or sorry, Skeet has nothing to do now. So let's carve out the next section of area. This might be like a storage area. And we do need more bedrooms as well. So let's get some of those made. Just continues down the hall. Let's link this up right there. So at least there's an option to retreat if we need to. And we actually have to start focusing on defense because we can get absolutely steamrolled right now. So let's build that. The problem is we don't have a lot of wood. We can't make a bunch of spike traps. That's what I would like to do because that can take a brunt off of a lot of raids. Another option would be just to build like a wall along the water here. That could work if we research heavy foundations or whatever they are. Then we could just wall this off and like wall that off in the water and everything. That would be a lot of work though. It might be worth just walling this whole area off. We don't have any granite blocks. So another bulk goods trader. I forgot to look at the shamblers. They all died. Cool. Oh no, Jesus. That other bulk goods trader dropped all their stuff. So we are gonna take all of it. Yeah, that's okay. That works. We probably got worse off relationships with them, but oh well. You know what they say. Oh well. We don't have any components though, so we should try to fix that. Pat, if you could trade with them. And even if we can buy a couple components, they don't seem to sell any. Let's sell some of this extra crap. Get some silver coming in. Blue fur, we can get rid of, sure. Raw fungus, raw fear. What else do we need? We are still on the hunt for a second advanced component, we'll need that. But that should be good. I was hoping that they would. Oh, all right. Maybe we buy some wood from them. I hate buying wood, but honestly, kind of need it at this point. So, here's what it is. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Usually I do the easiest settings on Rimworld, and we decided this is the second stream of surviving on Losing Is Fun with Randy on commitment mode. So it's going better than I thought, but it's making me play differently than I normally would a little bit. I really have to focus on defense. So honestly, start doing some research. I don't know. We just need better walls and stuff. We just need granite. And honestly, I'm not mining into. This is limestone, right? That sucks. Limestone and sandstone is pretty bad. This is like the one vein of granite in my immediate area. I don't think any of this mountain's gonna be granite. It's all gonna be sandstone for the most part, or limestone. We might as well build these shelves. We have the wood for them. And I forgot to add a little area here. We can do that. Maybe on both sides. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Person redeemed hydrate. All right. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. Actually, I'll drink more than that. Got my water in for the day. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna mine that out. Maybe we just make our first iteration of a wall out of sandstone, just because we have a lot of it. I just want to wall this off. I could do something like this, save on some resources, still counts as a wall. And I should put a door down here. We might be able to hit the sewage thing, or they will be able to, so. But at least we can hide behind this wall and we don't have to worry about our windmills getting destroyed. And if and when they attack, we should be able to, they'll all filter in a couple areas, and we could use that as a choke point. So this will be a bit of construction, but I think it is definitely necessary on this mode as a start. Something like this should be okay for now. Yeah, I mean that'll help a lot, just as it is. Pat, going crazy planting. Honestly, if you could prioritize our heal root first, because we're already down to 36 of that, we're probably gonna need a bit more of that. We're cooking through our sandstone. We need to recruit fish. Oh, we're giving him lavish meals? No. Or fine meals? No, you get simple, sir. Sorry. Honestly, you should get nutrient paste because it's cheapest. Paste. But you're probably close to being recruited. 1.5, yeah. Let's turn you to actually. Let's reduce resistance, and then we'll convert you. Jeez, I can't talk. And then Pat, once you're done with that, if you can convert person again. How's everybody's mood? Pat, you're pretty pissed off. Slightly impressive rec room. Nice. That is good. We want to get all those like small buffs that we can get because we want to just prevent everybody from breaking. You're hungry? Oh, that's because I'm forcing you to do stuff, so that's not great. You're still saying unsightly environment? Or surroundings? That's I mean, probably these hairs don't help. Alright, 85 to 67 is decent. Not bad at all. Still take a while, but alright, person, instead of cleaning, you can go back to hauling again. When you're done hauling, you can do some cleaning. Major break, person. Trees wrecked. Wow, you are the worst religion. Trees sorely missed. Get over it! He's probably gonna go on a mental break and just burn everything down. You're not a pyro, right? I didn't even check that. Okay, good. Alright, so we can expand our fungus because our people absolutely love fungus. This is sure better than doing hydroponics. Made sure to give myself at least a few advantages. We got some granite, nice. This will be good. Just getting a little bit of granite here. Yeah, sorry fish, this isn't the best spot for you to be, but it'll do for now. We got enough food, we got nutrient paste stockpiled up. We are starting to run a little low. I wouldn't say low, but lower on food. But we did pick up some fine meals, so that should be nice. And our wall's already almost built. It's nice having a couple people who are good at construction. We should probably build another battery or two, but we don't have any components because Pat's doing what Pat does best, and that is just anarchy. You know, nothing wrong with that. Makes it interesting. Okay, it is 66 degrees, so this is not keeping up. It is a big space to heat up, so let's turn up the power a little bit. We might have to add some more power. Do we research solar panels? Ah, we did. Nice. Look at me planning ahead a little bit. Ideally I put them where the windmills are, but that's where we're putting our crops. So we don't have components. Alright, well. Let's do something similar to what we did down here, is copy this door, put it up here, and then if Skeet has nothing else to mine, then he can mine all this. We'll do a little test tunnel, see if we get any components along the way, but also just see if there's any caves or anything that we don't want to expand into. Let's haul all of these. We do have quite a bit of stone chunks that we need to be worked on. So we do have to recruit fish. But I would like him to be the same religion because that makes everything better. But we'll see. Fish, for now you're just stuck in a hole. You haven't tried to break out yet, so that's good. That's positive. Gotta stay positive. Alright, this wall is going up quick. Sent us a message. Destroy the camp. No, we are not leaving. We're not leaving our base for a little while. I don't even know how I'm gonna do a grav ship on this run. I probably won't. I'm probably just gonna try to survive. I'm gonna have to do a crazy kill box, which means I'm gonna need a good source of steel or a good source of wood. Which probably means I'm gonna have to research growing trees and stuff. I could have like a tree zone here and over here, and just have like a wood stockpile zone inside of this, and then have my some sort of kill box somewhere here. And yeah, just every time there's a raid, chop down a bunch of trees, restock the wood, and oh, Benny just cleaning up the area. That's a waste of steps, but that's okay. I should probably turn that off a little bit. I don't particularly care what happens over here. As that gets dirty, I don't want Benny to be wasting time. Isn't there a plant you can grow to get wood? Yes. There is. It might be this fiber corn. A small amount of wood-like substance. Yeah. I wonder how much. Harvest yield 2? I mean, I guess that's probably might be better than trees. That's a good idea, fish. Can at least grow some wood, even if it's not a lot. That's a stockpile. What am I doing? I'm just gonna grow it anywhere down here, I guess. Fiber corn. Expand. Fish, don't give me any spoilers on Formula 1. I think the race started at like 1 o'clock, so I think it got moved. I don't know what time it was originally planned for, but Pat already doing some planting. I don't know how long this will take to grow, but major break risk is Pat. Alright. Well, Pat, you should ideally be doing construction and mining, because that's what you're passionate about, and that'll give you a mood buff. but honestly, we still need you for growing. Cars went vroom. Yes, that is that is what they do. Planned for 4, but changed to 1. Still racing. Is it a wet race? Even since they moved it up? Because I think that's the reason why they moved it, is because it was gonna be torrential downpour or something. So it might be actually a pretty interesting race. All right, a rabbit and stuff keeps eating all our food, all of our fungus. I mean, I guess that's fine. Whatever. We're growing a ton of it. All right, so we do need to make another bedroom as well. Let's get that. Problem is, I wanted to like make bedrooms over here, but that's still like not under the mountain completely. So I think we're gonna just have to deal with this. Yeah, these are good bedrooms. Always plan for the future. Do a couple bedrooms at a time. Another grand chunk. Cool. All right, I'm gonna do 3 times speed. Whenever that happens, whenever I do 3 times speed, stuff always goes wrong pretty quickly. But we have at least a rough wall around our main area here, so if we get any animals, man-hunting animals, then we can still stay within our base. The artifact, cool. It's a shotgun. Which reminds me, we should take care of any tattered clothes. Benny has some tattered clothes. Let's see what is tattered. Parka. Okay, well, you don't necessarily need to be wearing a parka, but that's okay. Let's make a duster. Dusters are also good for protection. I don't think we really have a crafter right now, but once we recruit fish, which I think right after cduffo is done talking, yep, we can recruit fish, but I want to convert fish now. I just want to make sure we got all the goodies from these guys dying. Yeah, I got everything I wanted. Alright, is Benny capable of doing crafting? Or even person? I mean, person's planting right now, so. Benny, what are you? Oh, you're just hauling that. Benny, I might have you do some stone cutting for a little bit. I know that you're already somewhat pissed off, but that'll be good to do for a little bit. And we can haul some of these chunks out of the way. Yes, still wet, but wanted to avoid lightning. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's fine. Hey, you don't want to be driving around like, okay, yep. Let's reduce power. We kind of desperately need some components now. Yeah, we didn't find any yet. No, we didn't. I might just have somebody go out and mine some components real quick. It's nothing super close, but... Alright, Benny, you can stop doing that before you break. Pat is our good miner, right? I guess we do have a bunch of decent miners, so... Pat is pretty important, but let's get person out here to do some mining. I'm gonna wake you up early, eat some food, do some recreation, and then once you're done doing that, do some mining. We need those components so we can make a solar panel and get some more consistent power. I'll probably put this right here so it doesn't interrupt any of our crops. Eventually we can get geothermal generators, and that will cover us for a while. And then we can do like advanced geothermal generators at some point, but I don't even know if we're going to live that long. And person is passionate about mining, so they get burning passion plus 14. So as they're doing this, it should be chilling. I wonder if person can heal their eyes. No, doesn't seem like it. Alright, food is good. We are starting to get a bunch of raw fungus, which is what everybody prefers to eat. Only got one component from that one. That's okay. Skeet. Continuing to do a bunch of mining. Let's get... Oh, I didn't necessarily have to put a vent over here. Whatever. Get some doors over there. Let's get... Okay, Pat is ready to convert again. Let's just convert fish. What? Must be the same. Huh? Am I being stupid? Convert. Okay, yes, I was being stupid. Oh wow, that didn't do a lot. But we're getting your certainty down a bit. We need this bar to get down to 0. And then once you're converted, then we will recruit you back. It's taken a while, but it's worth it. Alright, person, are you still mining? You are. Wow, putting in a full day's work out here. I'm gonna be hungry. Major break risk, Pat. Yep. Once you're done mining this, then you can get out of here. Maybe I should have had Pat do this because he could do it way faster, but it would have been nice if you could just pick those up and go along the way. Alright, person redeemed hydrate again. Jeez, I'm gonna finish my water. I'm gonna have to fill up. Nice. What? Oh, person's leaving. Oh, fish. Fish banned the word convert. I don't know, honestly, what I'll do if I say a word that's been banned. Okay, so person's leaving. And you're already too far away, and you're leaving with our bolt action rifle. You're already too far away where we can't really arrest you, so I think you're just gone. Sorry, person. Your named colonist is just leaving us. They joined us as a blind person trying to preach to us. We didn't utilize any of their healing abilities because we were hesitant to do so. We knew that, honestly, this is a better option, you just leaving, than going ape shit and killing somebody or whatever. So it stinks because you were pretty useful just taking care of odds and ends, but hopefully we'll see you again in the future. I don't know. There are mods where you can, like, if people like leave or whatever, you can run into them again, kind of thing. And I don't have that, but there's still a chance. So we'll see. Sadistic rage. She's going to vent her anger on one of the prisoners. All right. Well, Pat, you're doing. Hopefully you don't kill fish. This. We're just about to recruit fish. All right. Maybe we get you your commissar apparel or whatever, your burqa, to get rid of this -4 debuff. You also have minor pain. We can't do anything about that. I don't know why you're still hungry. You should be able to eat. It didn't say you're gonna murder, right? Gonna vent her anger on the prisoners. So hopefully you don't kill fish. Bite. You're biting fish right now? Yeah, cduffo, just clean all the blood while they're fighting. That's cool. Honestly, Pat, you're getting injured too. It's just human fists, so it should be mostly fine. Poor fish. Alright, cduffo, it would be beautiful if you could rescue Pat. Fish is not bleeding out, Pat is not bleeding out, so that's fine. Nice. Do people have a chance to come back? Yeah, there is a small chance. I mean, I could add in the mod that increases that chance a bit, but Yeah, cduffo. Just do some healing. Get your medical skill up. Let's see if we can get it to level 9. Probably not, but maybe. Yeah, probably not. Eclipse. So our nice new solar panel that we made is gonna do nothing for a little bit. So we do have some exposure to that. That's why we should build another battery. We do have 4 components, so we can do that. Now fish is getting healed up. Fish does have a gun near him. That's fine. Honestly, Benny is a little bit better of a shot than Pat. So Benny, I'm gonna have you equip the auto pistol. And Pat, once you're back on your feet, you shouldn't pick a fight if you're gonna lose it. That's okay though. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, stream is delayed by like 10 seconds. The other day it was delayed by like 10 minutes, and that's because I was streaming to YouTube, I think. So I stopped streaming to YouTube, which kind of stinks for people that view from over there. But we are starting to make this room a little bit better. It's now mediocre with a 38 score, by smoothing some of it. So compared to like low 20s. Skeet, put in the work as always. Nice. Ooh, this could be helpful. It would take a lot of, I'm just gonna harvest it. If we want to use it, then we can use it. We could use that for defense or to also just generate free wood for us. But it does take quite a bit of labor to maintain it, so we'll see. Alright, Pat, I don't know where your revolver went. Oh, there's another auto pistol. It's poor though. Where is the revolver? Oh, the revolver's in here too. So Pat, pick up the revolver. I feel like a normal revolver is probably better than a poor auto pistol. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys know, but alright. And then final expansion. Actually, no, we can do a little bit more expansion. But honestly, this should be pretty good for fungus. I'll have to start building some more shelves for meals and stuff soon. But okay, our battery is still fine. Windmills are pulling through even without any of our solar, so that's good. Temperature in here is good, so this is now working as it should. Getting our radiators going. Actually, we could probably turn that up, but it's fine for now. It's 40 degrees out. It's we're 2/3 of the way through winter, so it's honestly not that cold out. Our crops should be fine throughout most winters unless we get a cold snap, which how things are going will probably happen if we make it to the second winter. But okay, I'm gonna let this run for a time. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and fill up my water and not take after cduffo and go to the bathroom and then swim in the lake where all sewage goes to. Alright, filling up my water. Oh, cool. I'll wait to talk because I know sometimes my audio can sound not too great when I'm in my kitchen. I'm excited because last night and today I have a 3D printer, and I printed some like starter seed planting pot things. Okay, nice. It's not the eclipse is over now, so we got our solar back. I 3D printed like a 3x3 rectangular like planter thing that you put some soil in and whatever. It's nothing crazy. Well, we do want an auto door on our freezer at some point. Yeah, so after stream I'm gonna fill that up, put some probably lettuce seeds. That's all I have right now. I hate to use those for lettuce seeds, but cucumber would be better. I have a little tiny garden. Past few years I haven't done much with it, and honestly I probably need slightly better soil. Because the soil isn't great. It's pretty mulchy. But anyways, printed some of those starter seed things. I should have probably done that a month ago so I could get them started inside. But also another like pot plant thing. I have a cactus succulent kind of thing. It's a column cactus, like a little baby cactus for indoors. And I'm gonna, for some reason, when I was in Arizona, I lived there for like a year and a half, and I got these little cactuses, and the ones that I like the best are the column ones. And for some reason, it like when I was driving back to the Northeast to live back in the Northeast, the column cactus like broke the top of it, like broke off. Like, ah, crap, this thing's probably gonna die now. But it like healed over, and then that's where it broke off is where it like grew for a while. And the part that grew on top is now bigger than like the base, taller. So I think I'm gonna break off that top part that grew like crazy, and I've been watching some like YouTube videos on how to successfully do it. You have to put like cinnamon, not cinnamon sugar, just like cinnamon powder on where you break it off, so like fungus doesn't grow or whatever. I'm gonna replant and try to create a second cactus with the top of the current cactus I have. So I 3D printed a little pot for the cactus to go in. So I gotta get some more soil in. Make sure the soil's dry so it's less chance that it gets fungus and stuff. But yeah, just leveling up my plant skill. I wouldn't say I have a passion for it, but I definitely have like a level 8 in plants right now with no passion. So yeah, that's I wish I had a little bit more passion for it, but it is what it is. So I just saw that I had to print like 4 different things for it, and each time it was like 3.5 hours for each print. So it was actually like a sizable print. Probably cost me like $7 for all the materials and stuff, which isn't much, but usually I'm used to it costing like 50 cents for any print that I make. But anyways, back to Rimworld. So wall's good. We haven't been attacked in a while. Let's look at the graph. Yeah, we're due. Our wealth went down because we lost person, and that does wealth items went down. Wealth creatures went down. I don't know why wealth items went down. Maybe when Pat destroyed some of our components, that might be what that drop is. But yeah, we're in a pretty okay spot, honestly. I thought this would be harder, and I'm gonna regret saying that because our wealth is only 32,000. I'm used to colonies that are worth like 500 to 750,000. But on the easiest settings. And if you're just joining the stream, this playthrough, this is our second stream of this playthrough. Been playing for, nope, that is the wrong spot. Been playing for almost 5 hours, and we're trying to play on the hardest difficulty commitment mode with Randy. So yeah, a lot of things that I have to get used to, but yeah, so far I wouldn't say so far so good, but so far we're living. I mean, except for fish died, but that's okay. We'll never forget. He did also take the gun. The gun shouldn't be worth that much, maybe like 150 silver or something, but when person left the map, he took the bolt action, but nobody in our religion likes the bolt action, so that's fine. We're still trying to convert fish. We're almost there. We might be able to do it with one more convert. Could try like a conversion ceremony, and we should make a ritual room somewhere and really lean into us being the tunneler religion, and yeah, just make a massive mountain colony. I will have to look into what Pocket Prince was saying earlier about having an area for insects to... Oh no, fish. Yeah, I forgot that you banned the word convert. God damn it. Usually I load up a transport pod until it's full of like just stuff that's, I don't know, random stuff, and then send that to somebody as my punishment for getting a word wrong. Skeet's just eating the grass. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I don't. Do you have any ideas of how I can have a punishment for that? Oh, Fish is going berserk, so Fish is pissed right now. He's pissed that I said the banned word. Let's just be safe, draft everybody, and we can all melee Fish and hopefully not kill him. If we shoot at Fish, then that increases our chance of killing him. Okay, I said if we shoot at Fish, that increases the chance of killing him. Let's wait for him to come out. And let's all just... Okay, cduffo's just gonna hopefully not chop your head off. Cool. You are bleeding out in 7 hours. Hopefully you didn't lose any appendages. Alright. We have to build this door right away. cduffo... Pat, can you prioritize working on that door? I'm glad that we didn't kill Fish. I would have been pissed if we'd almost converted him, got him down to be recruited, and just dies. So now all of this is set. It's prison, but now it's colonist. Okay, cool. Wait for a trader and give them stuff. Yeah, that might be what we do, Fish. Is that 2 times now that I said the banned word? I think in Rimworld, if I say it once, then it'll be over. I don't know. Arc Raiders was a little bit more straightforward for the banned word, because I could just be like at the end of the round, and then all banned words reset. Rimworld, when I play for 2+ hours, it's a little different. So I gotta think that through. Honestly, I don't love the banned word, but it makes things interesting and unoptimized once I eventually say the banned word. Bunny's doing some cleaning. Nice. That probably means you don't have too much to do. Oh, you're even doing art. That really means you don't have anything to do. Nice. So that means our construction people are doing some construction. Pat is doing some planting. It was nice having person as part of our colony, because they also helped with planting, which honestly is a pretty decent burden. That's why I like to plant corn. Once you get enough food, planting corn is good because it takes a while to grow. So you don't have to like constantly have somebody planting and replanting and all that. Alright, Pat should be able to transition Fish now. Fish, you are at 20%. We might be able to do a conversion ritual. We don't have any ritual stuff, so I don't know what the quality will be like, but you should add an airlock in the base. That could be good. I definitely want to do a freezer with an airlock, like a double door kind of thing. We could just add more doors. I don't want to do that until we have auto doors. because I don't want to interrupt. I don't want it to take longer for people to get from place to place. But an airlock could be good, especially since our mountain base will be prone to if there's any fires. So I should probably stop making stuff out of wood. But it is what it is. Let's try. Must assign the role of past. Oh, we need a leader. I don't want to give anybody the leader role. Wait, what? No, we should be able to do this, right? Pastor and store. The crack master as the mining specialist. What? Pastor. There's no option for. Maybe I'm just. Am I being dumb? Well, I guess we can't do that. So, old-fashioned way. Best social person should be leader. Yeah, I would say the best social person should be our guide who can like convert and stuff, because then they'll have a higher success chance. The leader is good for like giving speeches and work drive stuff every now and then. They should also have a good social skill too. All right, we need our battery to charge up. I think it will now. Yeah, okay. But we're almost converted fish. Once he is converted, then we'll recruit him, and then we'll be chilling again. Let's do 3 times speed, because what could go wrong? And I think with fish about to join our colony, let's get some bedrooms made. We still have a decent amount of sandstone. I would still like to have more, so I might force Benny to. That's gonna drive me nuts that it's not rotated the right way. Might have Benny do some stone chopping for us. Let's get some lights in here. We're gonna have to extend power down here as well. Power. Ooh. Cool. We have a decent amount of stones or steel still, so let's expand this a bit. Might as well. Building redundancy into the system is always a good thing. Isn't there a leader ritual? Yeah, they can do. Oh, conversion, perfect. Let's now recruit, get fish back as part of our colony. Let's see how everybody's gear is. Okay, your gear's fine. Your gear's fine. Your parka is not fine, but it is what it is. And fish, you'll be able to make us some dusters. Probably only need 1 for now. A burqa would also be nice because Pat is pissed without one. Honestly, that should be a priority. I don't think we have much to. So we should probably expand our cotton a bit. So we haven't been hunting much, so we don't have a ton of leather. We have not been raided in a while. This is going to be a bad raid. But that's the thing with Randy, is you never know when you're going to get raided. We only have 3 people right now. Okay, we used all of our sandstone. We have visitors, so at least we have a tiny buffer. Benny, I'm just going to make you make some more sandstone real quick. Because Pat will... Okay, cool. We recruited fish. Fish, welcome officially to the colony. Alright, mining. You're good at mining. Crafting is probably what we're going to use you the most for. You are incapable, intellectual, you are hygienic, so that's fine, whatever. So what did I say? Crafting. Yep, if there's any tailoring, if there's any smithing, that's what you're going to do. Otherwise, you'll do mining, which honestly, I don't even really want you to mine too much, because Skeet's out and about. So you could do some shooting. Let's also build a... Oh, we don't even have it researched yet. Alright, cduffo, let's get you back on track to do some research. We need machining so we can make some guns and stuff. Got a gift. 16 gold, that's actually pretty okay. Can use a bit of gold always. Fish, we should now have an extra bed for you. Let's reassign you to there. And we are all the same religion. Yep, cool. I would like a bigger battery. Put that right here. That will use 4 components though, but I think it'll be worth it. In case there's not a lot of wind for whatever reason, or if there's another eclipse, then we'll be able to weather anything. I just want to make sure that we always have power, because things could spiral out of control if not. People get the negative, I don't know, 3 debuff from being in the darkness. But now fish is just going to crank through all of these chunks. We're going to have a ton of stone. We're going to be able to put in some floors so everything looks a bit more beautiful. Let's also make sure that our construction people will also smooth those walls. And also, while we're at it, smooth the recreation area. Because we can turn the recreation area into, instead of, it doesn't say it here. Recreation status, yeah, whatever. Where is the steel that we struck? Probably up here. Cool. Ooh, is this granite? Oh, it is granite. It's probably a better place to expand into then. We'll see how far along that granite goes for. This is why I like doing test tunnels. We should also expand our lights. I want to try to avoid having any lights around this door, because I don't want to kill any of the fungus by exposing it to light. So let's do something like this, something like that. Maybe something like that. I don't know if we necessarily need light in our freezer, but might as well. Provisional colonist, what is this? Asking to lend 1 colonist for 8 days for an advanced component. That, if I had more people, that would be worth it, but I don't think we can do that. Since your people are undergrounders, wouldn't they like the dark? There is a separate trait that you can add where it's like darkness, whatever. Like people don't like the light. But since we're going to be outside a little bit, I didn't choose to have that. That is a good question, though. Alright, so it is... Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can get rid of this prison here for now, and actually make a somewhat proper hospital. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... We don't have hospital beds, and we don't even have the components if we did to make hospital beds. But let's do... How did I want to set this up? Was it like this? No. I think it was just literally like this. Might have to dig one more deep so we can do have a vitals monitor, but eventually. Won't be much for a hospital, but it'll be something. Let's do storage, clear all. Let's do critical. Let's do medicine. Okay, we finished some research. Nice. Machining. Let's do normal medicine, and then let's do a stockpile zone for herbal medicine. And while we're at it, let's just put a animal sleeping spot here and have this set to medical. So if any of our animals are in rough condition, then at least they have a spot to go. And I do like the look of this graphic for a hospital. I don't want like cozy looking beds. I want something that looks a little bit more... Alright, just shamblers. Okay, I thought that said 17 shamblers. Alright, so they are chilling up here. They're gonna be the same as the other shamblers. So that's not a bad. I'll take shamblers any day of the week, honestly. Let's choose the graphic for this. Cool. So this looks like an actual proper hospital. If we want to go above and beyond, let's put some floors in there. Eventually we'll do sterile tiles on the floors, but we still have people that want to break. Benny is going to be tough because they're depressive and will have a constant -12 debuff. Tattered Apparel. Just get rid of your parka, honestly. You don't need it. Unsightly environment still. We really just need a dedicated cleaner. Alright, our battery is built, which is nice. The next couple of days that should charge up, so that'll be good. We might have to build a second solar panel. Might choose a cooler looking solar panel too. No, I don't like that. Sure, let's do that one. There's like new graphics for everything. I do like this one. It's a cool looking kitchen thing. Alright, I think we're at the spot now where we can maybe do some... Oh, there's chandlers. I don't want to do any hunting. Alright, it is day 1 of 15 of springtime, so we officially made it through winter, which is a good accomplishment. I didn't know how far we'd make it, but yeah, not bad. Alright, so this granite vein didn't last long, but at least there is some granite. Certainly won't take it. Yeah, this mountain's very mixed. We've got plenty of raw fungus coming in, which is great. People love fungus. I hope they're eating it constantly. Cooked fungus, +3. Perfect. Let's get some mosaic tiles in our bathroom to actually make it really feel like a bathroom. Pat turned into a sad wanderer. We aren't able to make a burqa. Fish is cooking through all these stone chunks. I think Benny is just hauling constantly. I should probably finish expanding this, but that's okay. 68 degrees, 72. Okay, we're honestly in a good spot. I'm gonna regret saying that, but I think we can start putting some flooring down. If you didn't know, flooring also increases the speed, like the walk speed as well. Like outside on the ground, walk speed is 87%. Inside, it is 93% on this like rough sandstone. So the floors do help. It's 100% walk speed on the tile floors. I know it takes a while to make tile floors and stuff. Whoa, that was some lag. Mysterious structure. We won't venture outside of our base for a little while. I think all the clothes and stuff can get stored in here as well. We aren't making as much of an excess of energy as I thought we would be, but that's okay. Survive a year. We finally survived a year. So that's not bad. If you're just joining stream, we are playing on the hardest difficulty, on commitment mode with Randy. And usually I play on the easiest settings. So yeah, if you wanna, this is our second stream of this. I think we're gonna make it to the end of stream. So feel free to join our Discord and also follow if you haven't followed, just so you can keep seeing where we go. Try to keep it mostly vanilla, but there are some mods that change up things a little bit. Not as much as like other people's playthroughs where they have like dragons and stuff. I try to keep it as normal looking as possible. But yeah, transport pod. Are they from a different faction? Oh, he's willing. Okay, so he wants to join. He's suffering, so he's probably not going to be able to do much for like 10 or 15 days, but his social skill is level 11. So we will accept him. We'll take all the people that we can get. Let's see. Okay, chemical fascination, not ideal, but not bad. Intellectual 10, medical 7, perfect. Cooking. We finally have a chef who won't give us all food poisoning. I mean, he might because he's level 5, but you can train that up pretty quick. All right, cool. We do have to put him in our brand new hospital though. So fish, if you could, actually you're putting in some work. Let's have you rescue him. I just want to make sure we don't also have any animals within our wall here. I think is this swae right here? No, that's just a random rabbit. Let's hunt that rabbit so that rabbit's not just eating all our crops. And we do have to watch out for the shamblers. I think. Did they already die? Where'd the shamblers go? There's blood up here. I guess the shamblers are gone? No, those aren't them. Where did they go? Oh well. We do have a couple donkeys down here, so might as well hunt them. Get some meat and fine meals going. I don't know if Benny can make us fine meals yet. Oh yeah, cooking level 6, so cool. We'll start making some fine meals. We don't have that much meat, honestly, so I think Benny must have been making some fine meals. So that's good. Having fine meals will be huge, honestly. Fish is just cranking through all the stone. Fish, what are you gonna do after your stone is up? Okay, let's separate the difficulty on you're on also increases the risk of food poisoning. Oh, okay. I would say it does increase the risk of food poisoning. You should have seen the beginning of this stream. There was vomit literally everywhere on all of our floors. I had to have somebody like dedicate a day to just clean it up. Did we rescue this guy? Oh, let's make this the hospital. And I don't know if we'll have to move him. Carry? Yeah. Nope. What are you doing? Rescue? Okay, cool. You're taking him to the I just want him in the hospital so I can keep tabs on. But Captain is good at cooking. That'll be his first priority. Well, I guess cooking and medical. He'll be our warden. So, warden, doctor, what did I say? Cooking. And then I think it was research after that. Perfect. And also childcare. I don't think we're going to have any children anytime soon, but yeah, we'll see. If I was smart, I would put a nutrient paste dripper so that we don't have to bring them meals, but that's okay. I don't think we have components for that, honestly. Alright, so we are doing okay on losing his fun mode. We do need a bit more cotton. This is the first time I'm ever making fiber corn because we need some wood. How much do we have here? We have 123, so we should be able to get... That's not even that much wood. I think each one produces like 2. So it's only a couple hundred, like 250 wood, which is honestly not much. But it's better than nothing, I guess. We can grow trees, and that's probably better. Less work in general. Benny, where are you going? Oh, you're hunting? Well, at least you can train a little bit. Jeez, your shooting skill is still bad. I think losing in fun also makes skills above level 10. They like degrade faster. Anything above level 10. I could be wrong on that, but I thought I read that somewhere. So I'm learning as we play. But yeah, not bad. Okay, 1 prisoner need. There will be 2 raids. 10 scavenger thrashers. Jesus, these rewards are awful for what you have to go through. So that's different. Okay, we've started making these bedrooms. Let's get some floors in here too. Eventually we'll do carpets in the bedroom just because it adds a tiny bit more beauty, but we can't ball out on that yet. We do have a ton of raw fungus. We should probably research chem fuel so we can start doing... Oh, we gotta research something. What am I doing? What should we go for next? Sterile materials is always good. Auto doors would be nice. Advanced lights would help with all our power consumption. If I was smart, I'd do microelectronics. because then we can get the better research bench. And also comms console, so we can trade with orbital traders. We don't have a way to make income. Honestly, I should probably do like beer or something. Beer brewing. Let's do that. It'll be quick. And then we can plant a bunch of hops. I mean, I think we can plant hops anyways. Let's, how close are these to being grown? 80%? Caravan animals. Let's see if this is as bad as it was before. Alright. Parka. 5 silver. Wow. Alright. Well, we can at least hunt the yak. They give a lot of meat. Oh, you know what we should do? We need to put our animal bodies in our freezer. Critical. No rotten. We want corpses. We want animal corpses. And we want to take animal corpses out of here. Yep, that was a good call. Does the flooring also fix the ugly environment? It should a little bit. Right now this like rough floor is -1 beauty, where the tile floor is +1. So honestly, that'll help a lot too. With, I know Pat usually has unsightly environment. I don't know where Pat spends his time, but it's yeah. Gosh, we have 35 fine meals. That's gonna help a ton, honestly. 8 cooked fungus. Didn't see him eating fine meal. Oh, fish, we can put you off of paste. Sorry. Is nobody eating the fine meals? Am I just blind? Oh, of course, Captain ate the fine meal, which is... Honestly, he doesn't need it. He can do paste for a bit. Remind me later. Oh, we gotta convert him, don't we? Yeah, we gotta convert him. Alright, raid. Approaching from multiple angles. Alright, there's 3 there. There's 1 there. Fish, you need a weapon. Shooting, melee, you're fine with. Let's, equip you with a good auto pistol. Oh, where's that good one? Good. Alright. Equip you with that. I didn't say that they're attacking... Okay, they're attacking melee. So, let's get everybody recruited. Or I guess wait till Fish gets his thing, but... These birds are gonna fly away once we start shooting. They aren't Neanderthals, so I should be able to take them down. I wouldn't say easy, but easier. Alright, get out there. Oh, they're shooting at us. Yeah, so we don't have range. Alright, let's retreat. Wait for them to get closer, and then jump out. I gotta move those blocks. And it does seem like a couple of them are going that way. So this guy's melee. Let's see if we can get a couple shots off on him before they break through our walls. If we can down them, that would be great. Okay, these guys don't know exactly what they're doing. We downed one. Cool. Let's have them come back in. Yeah, these guys don't know what they're doing. Let's have everybody jump out real quick. They're just gonna attack our wall over there. Alright, cool. Damn, that guy's got range. Let's get back in and jump him. Have cduffo lead the charge. Hopefully we can get some shots on, because he's the main danger. He has range on us. Nice. And there's one dude right here. Honestly, if we attack one of them, then and down one of them, the other should leave. So let's see if we can try killing this guy. And this guy might just start hitting the wall. No, he's just gonna walk on the water, go for a little swim. Okay, he's starting to come towards us. Duffo, you go out front. Oh, this guy's got a... Okay, perfect. So yeah, they are leaving. I don't know which way he's gonna go. Everybody's a little pissed off right now. Let's try to meet him up here. And I do want to see if we can butcher people without any major mood debuffs. Because I know that cannibalism is fine for us. I just don't know. Hopefully don't shoot at these rhinos. Let's just move our people in the water a little bit. They're going to get a debuff from being wet, but I do not want to anger the rhinos. Alright, cool. So let's have cduffo haul this dude. And let's butcher one person. Let's do butcher creature. Clear all human corpses, not colonists. And cduffo can... Oh! What was that they just ate? Okay, just fungus. I thought they like started eating the human. Where'd cduffo go? Okay, he's going like crazy. Let's click on this guy. He only has a sash. Can you strip him? He only has a sash on, but no, 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 we do not want tainted apparel. Boop, 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 boop. Apparel, we do not want bio-coated. I don't even know bio-coated or tainted. So drop that. What? Where do you want to put it now? Jesus. Alright, let's link all these together. Let's do the same thing. Not tainted. Alright, now you aren't bringing it anywhere. Perfect. Benny, can you butcher him? You butcher him. Let's increase the bill here. I'm just curious to see if this will work. No, Benny, come on. Please. Oh, you're just gonna butcher this guy instead. Alright, well, strip him first. And we'll see. I'm only gonna do one of these. Oh, Skeet, you're eating our cotton. Guess that's on me. I probably should have. Let's see if this really pisses everybody off. Okay, I don't see any mood debuff. I don't see any mood debuff. I don't see any mood debuff. Perfect. This guy might have a mood debuff because he's not part of a religion. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we got free meat and leather. Human leather. Human leather sells for a lot, and if you make apparel out of human leather, it sells for even more. So let's get a new zone in here. Let's add human corpses to the mix. Human corpses. Yeah, we can keep colonists. And free food. Perfect. Machine pistol pour. Might as well take that and we can always sell it. And there was this guy that we killed as well. Bolt action rifle. We can still take that, whatever. Benny, I might force you to haul that. I'm gonna prevent you from hunting anything else right now because we've got some human meat to make. Nice. They didn't even break through any of the walls. So that was think that was well managed. That was as managed as we could get. Let's do preferred stockpile here. That way, if they're tainted too or rotten, allow rotten, allow fresh, don't allow fresh. And then this one we should do not allow rotten. Okay, it's already set to that. Cool. Oh, we made a duster, and it's probably a human leather duster. Not plain leather. Nice. Look at us go. Still being civilized for a tiny bit. Fish is just hauling bodies. Do you get a debuff from that? No, you don't care about corpses. We don't care. As a religion. Pat, if you could convert captain, that would be great. We'll make progress on that. But captain is paralyzed for the time being. 30 more days? Jesus. I think, oh, artery blockage as well. That's not ideal. Only age 49, come on. And gunshot in the leg, so, I mean, your skills are good. He'll be our new cook. Free up Benny's time. I should probably move the butcher table in here. It doesn't really matter exactly where it is. I mean, it does, but I just move it in here for now. At least it's closer to the freezer. And then we can maybe just build a door here. Sure, we can put a vent too. Is there steel, or steel is still fine? Let's put apparel. Let's do apparel, but only... Wait a minute. Not clean apparel, only tainted apparel. That should be fine. Because as we butcher people, then their clothes are just gonna fall off onto the ground in here. Let's see if Pat still has the unsightly environment. Yeah. Very picky. You got like a decent bedroom. Come on. I don't know why people aren't using the dining table. Maybe because it's a recreation room, technically. Yeah, it is a rec room. That's a little annoying. But let's switch this over to hops. And eventually we can just keep planting a bunch of hops. I would like to expand our cotton a bit. But honestly, we're kind of out of space. Once we do a couple harvests, or a harvest of the corn, and have a bunch of extra crops stored up, then I think we're gonna be chilling. I don't want to use wood on more shelves. The problem with these shelves is they do use a decent amount of steel, or a decent amount of materials. So I don't want to go too crazy with them. But at the same time, we're probably gonna need them. So we can at least add a couple more. Link settings, and one thing that I've been meaning to do since we're gonna get into hops and stuff is add hops to here, and also wart. Ready to wart. And we can add in the brewery in the kitchen area. While we're at it, let's is it furniture that props? Yeah. We got a kitchen. Oh, nice. Let's do double oven. Do I have to research this? Why can't I click it? Oh, yeah. Oh, this thing's big. Jeez. Alright, maybe not a double oven. Maybe we do a brewing barrel right next to where our brewery will be. A little bit of something there. Maybe we can add a bubbler. bubbler to here somewhere. I don't leave a lot of room for us to... There we go, a little bubbler. Honestly, I might get rid of that and just put it facing this way just so we can see it a bit better. I don't normally mess with props, but we're thriving right now. Hardest difficulty? Not an issue. Our wealth is up to 41. The captain is having a heart attack. Alright, cool. Let's, we still have you set to using the good medicine. I don't necessarily want to use all our good medicine on your heart attack. So let's set you to herbal medicine. Pat, your medical is level 6. cduffo, yours is better. Let's get you tending. Prioritize tending. Yep. And let's see what your heart attack is like. Artery blockage is 41%. Still 41%. Okay. Oh, I was just looking at your blockage. How do we fix that? Do we have to take a prisoner, get a new heart, and put a new heart in you? I have a feeling that won't go well. So you're just gonna keep having heart attacks, I think. Dreadful building. We don't have a lot of components for this, but we could get a mechanator, or whatever you want to call it. Beer brewing, nice. Okay, now we can work on microelectronics. How's our power doing? Our power's fine for now. Let's get... Does Fish have any more stone to do? No, Fish is cleaning right now. He's got nothing to do. Let's at least haul that limestone. We can get some limestone going. More limestone. I think Skeet needs something else to start mining. So let's give him something else to mine. Cool, let's get that. So we have our workshop area. We should build a machining table. We need 5 components for that. So let's try. Oh, somebody clogged the shower drain. Okay, no, I went away. We aren't out of water or anything. No. All right. Well, I think we did enough for this stream. I didn't realize that it's already been almost 3 hours. Let's try to get Benny to clear the blockage. All the hair and stuff that's in there. A year's worth of colony hair. Nice. Who knows what else. Yeah, I think we did a good job of surviving. I think we have to focus more on defense and get that going. We have to find a better source of wood and steel for spike traps and stuff. I don't know how we're gonna handle that. We could rush to get Devil Strand and then build steel vault walls. I think that's a little cheaty, but honestly, for this, it might really be worth it, especially by our colony doors. I like to stay away from that. If it gets to the point where we're battling inside our mountain base, then that's the way it is. We should build a vault somewhere deep in the mountain that we all can retreat to and hopefully have enough food saved up. So that's kind of the direction where I want to take this, is building it in a way so that we have a place to retreat to if it really gets bad enough, so that we can you know, buy us some more time during a really hard raid, because eventually it's going to happen. I'm going to have to manage our wealth pretty decently, keep a slim amount of materials on us, and honestly, once we harvest all this corn, that might add a decent amount of wealth to our colony. So I'll have to manage that as well. Maybe plant some hops, maybe plant some more cotton, and get some better clothes for our colonists to wear. Now that we have Fish, who's a crafter, he has a passion, double passion in crafting. So he's going to be our main crafter for our colony, which is huge. Also, if we go elsewhere to get a bunch of steel and stuff, we might just use a grav ship, a tiny grav ship, to do little steel mining missions, and that's it. Because a few thousand steel will take care of our spike traps for a while. So we might use steel spike traps, which are pretty quick to build. And what, it takes 45 steel. So yeah, we can build a bunch of steel spike traps. And for the late game, I haven't even thought that far because honestly I didn't think we'd make it this far. But for the late game, we're gonna need a really good way to take out raids, and we haven't even dealt with any mechanoids, any robots. And that will. Our rabbit just keeps eating our. This is why we have no cotton. um, damn, that swan's going crazy. Sorry, trying to end stream. I'm getting distracted. But yeah, so we got a whole bunch of work to do. It is nice that we can just butcher a bunch of. Oh, this is what I have to do. Do forever. It is nice that we can just butcher a bunch of humans. And get a bunch of human meat from that, because meat is kind of hard to get, but if raids just deliver us meat, then that's awesome. It's good for us. And human leather sells for a decent amount, so we should be able to get a decent amount of supplies just from creating or using human leather turned into. I think dusters are the most efficient use of human leather for like the least amount of material for the most amount of silver selling price, especially when you start making good quality dusters. I'll have to double check on that to make sure, but either way, we'll be able to get a decent amount of stuff from that ammo pack. We're gonna get a bunch of apparel and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I don't think this is going poorly. I thought I was gonna do one stream and done. We almost died from rabbits today. If we didn't have cduffo with his good melee skills, it might have been over. So it is fun for me because I'm back into like the area where when I first started playing Rimworld, I had to like learn lessons of like, oh, okay, if this happens, you know, do this or that, or maybe do this differently next time. So with the increased difficulty, it's a bit of a learning experience for me too, which is fun. It'll just make me better at the game. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining. Person, Fish, Pat, you got to stop doing stuff to us in game. But hopefully we take care of all your negative needs, and you'll stop doing bad stuff. So with that being said, thanks for joining. Until next time. Oh wait, we should raid somebody. I keep forgetting about that. We should do that. Meanwhile, my game's still going on in the background. Raid channel. Who is out there? Ein Scheif. That guy's definitely German. Getting kicked by Randy again, losing is fun. Something similar to what we were doing. Let's start raiding him. Seems like he has decent calling. Oh, I might be able to learn something from him. But anyways, yeah, should be good to go. Yeah, Pat, work on it. Nice. All right, raid now, and awesome. Yeah, it should be going over there, hopefully. I'm not being moved over there, so I don't know what's going on with that, but